You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Mozzarella! And delicious! Take the dollars and roll it out, toss in the air! Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Salvagno cheese, Salvagno greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take the dollars and roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit. Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Weird sauce. Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take the dollars and roll it out, toss in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit. Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Cheese. Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Weird sauce. Pizza pie! Crazy meat. Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in, digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond. Looking for these nuggets of truth, I need to find them. But until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do to keep the demons in the corner. Give a pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 5'12" with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the dense sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down to the bottom line. All this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Darcy DeFlo and add a song to the playlist? No. What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello, hello, hello. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn up my headphones. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, Jamie? Yo, yo. Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this? Yo, yo. You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. It's time to go. Shout out to all my niggas from Guadalajara, Acapulco. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped and made a controller. She's crying downstairs, so I have to console her. Swimsuit model with eating disorder. Spent $200 on her DoorDash order. Yo, just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw. False flagging out channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud, and I got low teeth. I'm a low teeth dog. False flagging, mundane maggot. Phil's fat, Phil's a faggot, Phil's a loser, Phil's a beggar. Arnold, Phil's a nigger. Right? How do you say? Brunel's a nigger, right? Very nice. All right. Let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance to save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance left to blow. You ready? 8 time go. 8 time flow. They thought I fell off. No. Like a prime D rose, I be dunking on these hoes. Turn you into T-part, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is. They call me DSP. Notorious. I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious, with my homie Pastor Eric Miller.
He's quite curious. They don't have nearly what it takes to be a man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece of pizza, or like a whole fucking team locking onto my stream like a detractor beam. And I can't get rid of them. I'm sober. I'm losing my mind, and I'm losing supporters. Detractors are bending me over. Just another knot in this moving world order. And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into Dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see. The raw DSP, bottom leader, cult leader. It's 3 a.m. and I still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows. Until it time go. It's gonna take years of effort to try to dig myself out of this fucking hole. It really is. And it sucks. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade.
I'm not Asian, damn it.
What the? There's a black man.
Can I see your driver's license, sir?
I don't have one right now.
Dispatch, we have a collision near Renton between 2 black suspects.
Huh? No, I'm not black, honestly. I can prove it. Cat, come out here. I need you to tell these cops who I am.
Allahu Akbar.
You're under arrest.
Look at that. She's huge.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. What's poppin'? That's right. How's everyone doing? Big ups to everyone. Yes, Duty. It's Duty time. That's right. You got 2 podcasts in a row. Man, the content's been flowing. That's right. We're getting it from DSP. We're getting it from Kino Casino. We're getting it from Joon the King. The quartering. All segments of the vortex are colliding today. That's right. How's everyone doing? How was everyone's weekend? Did you figure out what the oranges were for? My lord. First of all, I gotta say this. I'm hoping that I'm not low energy. But first of all, I want to apologize if I start slurring my words, jumbling my words up. You hear a lot of and me asking you to help me with my thoughts. Well, I'm sorry. I got no sleep last night. That's right. I was up all night watching. Well, I was watching the documentary again. And then, of course, I was watching Joon the King. Excuse me, not Joon the King. See? Right there. I was watching Kino Casino stream last night. That's right. I was watching Kino Casino last night. And, boy, my lord, man, that was... it didn't finish till almost 7 o'clock this morning. So there's a lot of content to watch. I was up watching it. I didn't fall asleep. It was it was a long night. I was clipping it, of course. I put 3 videos out. I could have put like 6 videos out. But I didn't want to be greedy. I didn't want to be greedy because I know that there were other content creators or the clippers that clip it. So I just put 3 videos out there. I thought these were probably the best segments, the best parts of the podcast regarding the quartering. And then, of course, we got one DSP segment, which was great. It was at the very beginning. It was what's up, Hobby? It was a very short segment, but it was still funny enough. It was calling out DSP for his grifting. Now, I thought about it last night, and initially when I thought about doing this podcast, I was just gonna fire up, what's up, McCarthy? I was gonna fire up Joon the King's documentary and just review it. But I was just like, all right, how many people really want me to do that? I mean, I'm guessing most of you've probably seen already the documentary. And, you know, I struggle a little bit because I am a DSP detractor. I'm not really a quartering detractor, even though I've been making more content of the quartering. So it's a struggle, you know, it's a struggle. So I'm trying to be careful. I don't want people who are like, oh, well, you know, Duty's just doing quartering now. I got that flack when I moved from Wings of Redemption to DSP, and that's not the case. I'm a hardcore DSP detractor. That's not changing. Okay, I just want to put that out there. But of course, after yesterday's meltdown from DSP's crash out, we got some content for DSP. So this is how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to focus on DSP, his reaction, and of course his fucking grifting. Of course his grifting, because that's what he is. He's just a fucking grifter. We're going to react to that. And then, of course, what we may do is we may check out the podcast, certain segments, or we may just tune into the videos that I clip, to be honest. Because the videos that I clip, I think, capture the quartering, the worst parts of the quartering. So I think we'll handle it that way. But before we go on, Penguin Soldier over on Kick dropped 100. Kick, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Your support matters. Thank you. And then, of course, on the YouTube side, McCarthy Ryan 14, brother. Thank you so much for the 10 member bomb. Yes. Woo. Yes. And let's see, Penguin. Duty Phil Burnell gotta be the worst human being in history. He's close, man. He's close. He's the worst grifter. I'll give him that much. And he's even worse than DSP. Before we start this podcast, I just want to say this. I've never realized this, but the quartering and DSP must be twins. They must have been separated at birth. I think Mama Brunel had twins, and when she saw DSP pop out, she was like, one's enough. And then she shipped the quartering off to Wisconsin to a family over there to be raised by goat herders. Because my God, those two are the fucking same. And I think I posted this yesterday on Twitter. I said, I followed Jer for quite a while, but there was a lot of lore. There was a lot of lore that the Joon the King documentary pumped out there. Like, I knew he was always a grifter, but I didn't know the grift was that fucking serious. You can just see a man who is just trying to chase trends, trying to be fucking popular. Not even popular. He's trying to find moneymakers. That's all he's done this whole career. He's jumped from channel to channel to channel trying to find, okay, is this going to make me money? And again, just like DSP, it's all about the fucking money. They'll lie to you and tell you it's not the money. It's I love doing this. I'm passionate. No, it's about the fucking money. And DSP specifically, whew, he even he should have just said, look, I want to do this because I think I'm going to make some money off of it. And he's outright saying, look, this is a good opportunity. He's using those he's using those terms where people can't call him a grifter, but we all know exactly what he means. Like, you don't say you're gonna do something and be like, well, let's try it out, and if it works out, we'll do more. If it financially works out for me, we'll do more. But if not, we'll just move on. Really? And that bothered me quite a bit. You know why it bothered me quite a bit? It bothered me because, you know what? When he talks about it, I'll rant and rage. I'll rant and rage about why it bothered me. Because again, Phil has zero skin in this fucking game. He has zero fucking skin in this game. And what he's trying to do, of course, like always, is fucking straddle that fence, not get his hands dirty, but still make money. That's DSP in a fucking nutshell. Yeah, they're both grifters. That's right, Hobby. They're both grifter, constant victims, exactly the same. They both crash out about the most mundane, stupidest shit. If you guys haven't checked out the Quarterings podcast on Rumble, my lord, man. First of all, I want to give a big up to the Kino Casino viewers. All 14,000 of you that were hanging out last night. Big ups on swarming the Quarterings channel and just bodying his fucking chat. A round of applause. My God, the level of trolling that's happening to the quarter right now is fucking amazing. And shout out to the DSP Vortex. That's right. Yeah, the DSP Vortex is up in there as well. No. I've seen so many names that are familiar that I'm like, yeah, I know that name. Yeah, he hangs out in Raw Phil. Yeah. Oh, look, I got a gift. Thank you, Skybomb, for the, what did you gift me, brother? Thank you for the 300 jewels. That's right. Hello, Jew. Hey, Christy. Hello, how are you? Let me make you a mod. And yes, everyone is a mod here. Unless you ask not to be a mod, then I'll remove your mod chip. But welcome. I don't think I've seen your name here before, but welcome home. I appreciate you hanging out. Big shout out to the DSP Vortex. Big shout out to it seems like all of the factions in the multiverse are colliding to just attack Jeremy. That's right. And it's glorious, and I'm here for it. Because again, I think I mentioned this. I'm not big on people trying to deplatform people. And I know I get a lot of flack from the DSP people because, I kind of have that position. I get it. I know it. I understand. I understand why you feel that way. Completely get it. I know why you feel that way. So I'm not a fan of people deplatforming people that they just disagree with or don't like. Like, they're just fucking, that's stupid as shit. And of course, the quartering, and I've had my issues with Kino Casino. For the most part, me and Kino Casino are cool. We get along and everything, right? You know what I mean? But when Jeremy did that shit to them, I was pissed the fuck off. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Like, really? This is what he's doing? This is what he's sinking down to? And then, of course, he couldn't keep his beef with Kino Casino. He decided to attack the entire internet. Jeez. My God. The Budgeon, Josh, the Budgeon? Yes, did I get that right? I apologize if I butchered your name. My apologies. But thank you for the 550 June.
Hello, Jew.
Hello, Jew. Thank you. And Jen, hey, Jenny, how are you? You know what? I just want to make sure. Yes, everyone is a mod here. Don't worry. It's a ceremonial title. You really don't have to do anything. It's just a little thing I like to do. You're a standard mod. Blah blah blah. Alrighty. All right. So that's what we're going to do here, folks. And again, thank you for the love and support, everyone. I appreciate it. But that's what we're going to do today. We are going to focus, of course, on DSP initially, but then we'll look into the whole Joon the King and Kino Casino's reaction. We'll definitely do that. We'll definitely, yes, we police. Duty gives you the power to attack each other and police each other. There you go. That way, not one person could go ahead and ban people, okay? But again, keep it within, you know, excuse me. Try to keep the chat within reason, okay? I appreciate it. Thank you. No banning new people and stuff like that, okay? Just be nice. Everyone here is pretty much everyone's nice. I have close to 15,000 mods, I think. I have like 15,000 mods. And everyone's very nice. Okay, all right. Let's watch. We're going to first watch the DSP Memology. Shout out Memology, the GOAT. We're going to watch Memology's clip from yesterday. It's about 11 minutes long. Mine's a little bit longer, so that's why I want to watch his. So shout out to Memology, the GOAT. He covers specifically a sky bomb with the gifted Jews. Thank you, brother. Hello, Jew.
Hello, Jew.
Hello, Jew. Hello, Jew. And by the way, any new people here, that is not me saying hello, Jew. That is DSP saying hello, Jew, from his Dead Space playthrough. So I don't want people yelling at me for saying it. As you guys know, I'm a big supporter of Mossad and the Israeli and the Israeli people. Okay. I just jokey joke, okay? I like all the memes and the jokes, okay? There you go. I know, if people are not, that's fine, brother. This is not a political thing, all right? We can all get along. We can disagree to get along here, okay? All right, okay, we're going to watch Memology. Shout out Memology, the GOAT.
Hill is a society.
All right.
It's that stuff's positive, and there's other stuff that's positive behind the scenes, but the fact that I might lose my fucking house over something that I have nothing whatsoever control over or to do with, that's the worst feeling.
By the way, Memology has the best intros. I love Memology's intros. Like the two other detractors that I love their intros. I love Memology's intros, and I love Breaking Banquet intros. Those two are the best intros out there. Shout out to both of them.
All right, giving my take on the Quartering versus Kino Casino feud that's been going on now for about a month or more, and has actually, since I made this video 2 weeks ago, actually escalated and gotten even more crazy since then. He's rational. He doesn't deflatform people. He has a calm demeanor. Sounds like a particular person. When DSP is the voice of reason.
They forgot to put he's a fence sitter, because that's what he is. He's a fence sitter. He tries to look at it from a perspective of, well, you know, everyone's right and everyone's wrong. No, I'm sorry. Not everyone at every time is right and wrong, okay? There are rights and there are wrongs. I can't stand people who can't call a fucking spade, okay? Just because you want to try to get along with everyone and you don't want people to shit all over you, you know what I mean, doesn't mean you need to be a bitch about it. Just don't say anything. If you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or you don't want people attacking you, don't say shit about it. You have zero bearing in this conflict between the Quartering Casino and Kino Casino. Zero bearing whatsoever. So you could just shut the fuck up and not say anything, Phil, okay? But you choose to get involved. So now that you've chosen to get involved, then I wanna react to you, okay, brother? What's up, 1-2 Cent? How you doing, brother?
Downhill as a society. No, I am the voice of reason all the time. It's
Hey,
just
what's
that
up,
you don't
Dream, bro? How
know
you doing,
that
brother?
because you're brainwashed to think I'm some kind of a buffoon because you listen to dummies, okay?
That's right, Quasar. He's gonna make it all about himself, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. His chat knows it. His detractors know it. Kino Casino know it. I am fucking triggered today. I'm triggered today. He pisses me off. You know what I mean? I normally wouldn't be this pissed off, but I've had to deal with, the woke Sasquatch attacking my channel for the last 2 weeks and trying to strike my channel. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm fucking heated. And I don't want to hear this fucking pig roach tell me how, well, they're good and bad on both sides. No, there is no good on the quartering side. The quartering is being a fucking bitch. I don't give a shit if the quartering is a grifter. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if he's non-compliant with his coffee. I do not give a fuck. If dented motherfuckers want to give him money, I do not give a fuck, all right? I get involved now. I know, I'm sorry. I try to be chill, Stitch. I'm trying to be chill. I'm going to get involved because I decided to give my take on it, and then you or one of your fucking minions quartering decided to attack me. When I wasn't even attacking you, okay? I was giving my opinion on the shit that was happening between you and Kino Casino. And because you got butthurt because someone called you out, because your wife getting you're a cuckold or whatever, you decide you want to take the law in your hands and try to damage channels. Fuck you and fuck you, DSP.
To get bullied, banning people isn't the answer. Take the bullying. Wow.
My channel's under attack.
No. How about fuck you? How about I have the right to be respected as a human like everyone else on this planet, most of all inside my own place of business, and if you don't like that, you can go fuck off and kiss my ass. How about that?
How about that?
It dropped this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Joon the King released his 3-hour, 38-minute long documentary on the quartering this morning. Now, it has 3 different titles. One is called 2 Decades of Grifting.
No one cares, Phil. No one cares. He's using a YouTube tool to try to figure out which title resonates with the viewers. It's not anything new. Most YouTubers who care about their channel do it. I do it myself. I use multiple titles and multiple thumbnails to see which one resonates with people. It's very fucking common. Just because you're too stupid to understand how that works doesn't mean you need to fucking hyper focus on it. Okay, DSP? Move on with your again, move on, brother. You're taking way too long, all right? And this is why, if he does a react to Jeremy, this shit is going to take him 10 streams to do it. 3.5 hours video, a documentary is going to take him 10 hours to 10 different streams to react to it.
One is called the internet's most hated grifter, and then there's another one too. There's like 3 titles. He's using that A/B testing on YouTube. Interestingly enough, the quartering is wearing the Sonic hat that I used to wear.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, because locales seem to mimic locales. You ever notice that, Phil? And I love how when DSP always ponders the question, why do people call him or think he's a locale? There you go, brother. Here you go. 2 locales mirroring each other.
So here's the deal. There's a couple things to talk about here. Number 1, ow, just hit my elbow. Number 1, I'm curious. Do people want to see me react to this documentary?
Nope.
Okay, as you can see, he decided he wanted to take the tack of asking the question, is this something you guys want me to do? Right? Instead of, being a man and saying, you know what, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to do, and if you don't like it, fine, move on, you can watch something else, but this is what I'm planning on fucking doing. No, he didn't take that tack. He decided he wanted to play this fucking, game where he gives his viewers actual choice. It's really funny. It's really fun. It reminds me very similar of The Matrix. That's right. I'm a big fan of The Matrix, by the way. It reminds me of The Matrix, when the program, the machine, figured out the only way that keeping humans under control is by giving them fake choice, right? Well, that's what DSP is imploring. Fake choice. This is so that later on when it bombs, he can yell at his dents for not supporting, and then he'll say, "You wanted this. You told me you wanted this." Well, I like the first Matrix. The other 2 just kind of got fucked up. But anyway, I digress.
Okay, are you interested? People really enjoyed my take on the situation. Now, you might say, well, why is this interesting? Well, I had an interview with this guy. I've been a creator for 18 years. He's also a long-standing creator on the internet. A lot of people accuse him of being a horrendous grifter. They've said the same thing about me.
All true. Okay, so what you're saying is your qualifications is the length of time you've been online, and the fact that both of you are grifters. Okay, what else, Phil? Tell me, what else?
You guys ready for a big positive reveal? During this marathon, I did a tips fundraiser to try to help me this month with my bills, and people were incredibly pissy about
Hello, shout out Skybomb. Thank you, brother, for the 100. Hello, Jew. Yes.
this because I raised so much money tonight, and fuck off. They're freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. But I promised everyone there would be a big positive.
Thank you, Skybomb. I
That being
appreciate
said,
it. Thank
people
you,
have had
Skybomb.
monster
Appreciate the 32,
speculation.
brother.
What is this positive thing that Phil's going to announce? Is it that he's got a new pet? Yes. I would like to introduce you to our pet. He's not new. He's been with us for actually quite some time. Just now we're finally revealing it.
The person that really is responsible for bringing the guy down is Kino Casino. I have an association with them. We all know my history there. So when you see idiots in my chat right now saying, oh, you have nothing to say about it, you're a fucking moron. You're literally a moron. Okay? You know?
No, Phil. They're correct. You literally have no stake in the situation whatsoever. Now, if you want to say you want to react to it because you think it's good content, okay, fine. You know what I mean? But trying to preface this by saying, oh, I have a lot to say on this, or I'm an authority? No, you're fucking not. You're not an authority. You're going to give a boring, boomer-ass take where you're going to try to sit the fucking fence, and of course, you're going to make everything about you. Everyone knows this. Again, everyone knows this. Yeah, and exactly. Why do a poll if you're just going to ignore it? Literally, why are you going to do a poll? Because trust me, if the results would have been a positive favor where more people would have said, yes, do it, he would have said, see, my chat wants me to do it. My chat wants me to do it, right? You would have done that. But the mere fact that you lost significantly both on the Twitch, on the Kick, and the YouTube poll, and you ignore it, and you, of course, you blame the fucking trolls, just goes to show there's no interest in this. There's literally no interest. Now, I'm not going to say there wasn't a troll element. Yeah, there's always a troll element. I'm not dumb enough to say there wasn't a troll element. But if DSP really wanted to understand what his supporters thought about this, the vast majority of the people in the YouTube side said, don't do this. And the funny thing is, most people said, don't do this because it's not going to make you any money. He's conditioned his dents so severely that they look at everything now from an angle of, is this going to make DSP money? Like, that's some insane shit where you're so worried about the finances of a YouTuber or a streamer. Like, that's insane. That's some serious. And then Phil wonders why people call him a cult leader.
have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I see a split. Some people are saying yes, 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 and some people are saying no. Okay?
Oh,
I don't think that I would want this to
Okay,
completely
Phil.
overtake and permeate all of my content. Do you see what I'm saying? Most people are going to react to this immediately. They're going to see this came out today. They're clearing their schedules because they're drama reactor creators. So all they're going to do is watch this and react to it today. This is...
No, you're wrong, Phil. That is not true. That is not true. The only content creator I believe that kind of reacted to it fully was Kino Casino. And I understand that. I get why Kino Casino reacted to it. They're involved. It's their issue. I don't have a problem with that. But the vast majority of the internet, I would say about 95% of the content creators, did not react to it because they wanted to give Joon the King day one views. You guys remember, I was doing my podcast yesterday and we heard that it dropped and we started looking at it and we watched like maybe 10 minutes of it. And I said, oh, you know what? Let me stop. I don't want to keep watching it because I want to give Joon the King the first day views. We stopped watching it and I said, maybe we'll react to it tomorrow, whatever. I dropped the link. I put the link in the podcast and I said, go watch it. Go give him a view. Give him a like. Go give him, give him that bag. And then we'll react to it after the fact. So again, you're wrong, Phil.
The end all be all. By the end of today, this documentary, I'm going to predict will have at least 250,000 views. That's my prediction. At least 250,000.
No, you're wrong, but still, anyway, it's doing well. It's doing well. And you know what he's hoping for again? This is DSP, brother. Always has the DSP angle. He's hoping that this gets more views than his stream so that he can claim some win where, well, see, I'm not the biggest locale. Jeremy is because more people watch Jeremy's documentary than mine. So that makes Jeremy a bigger locale than me.
Of 1 million within the first day. Within a week, it'll probably have 1 million views. Okay? Just being honest. So we could do that as a test tomorrow night and see if you guys like it. And if you do like it, then we could continue on. Or we could do it as a one-off test. And if it's not good and no one likes it, then we don't do it again.
Okay, this is what pissed me off the most. This is what pissed me off the most, because this is just like everything that you do right now, brother. Everything you do is just contingent on whether you're going to make money or not. And again, when people say that all you do, the only reason why you do shit is for money, and you yell, scream, you call people idiots, you ban them, right? It's true. If you would have been vested in this, Phil, you would have said, you know what, I think I should lend my voice to this, because I don't think it's right that a content creator would use their power to strike down another channel, or at the very least say, I'm interested because I want to learn about this, right? And be fucking committed to it. Like, say, yeah, if I start this, I'm going to watch the whole thing. I'm going to watch the whole thing. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't be like, well, you know, if you guys kind of like it and throw money my way, then I'll keep doing it. Again, when people call you a fucking grifter, this is the reason why people call you a fucking grifter. Because you're a fucking grifter.
Because the other factor involved here, it has to make sense and be profitable for me.
Really? Of course.
Who's saying that? Who the hell's this? Look, it's money. Money's talking. Hey, money's
Yeah, the video's out there. For anyone who wants to watch it, it's on DSP's channel. Just type in the quartering DSP interview. That shit was the lamest fucking interview. The quartering's hardball question was, where'd the load go? That was that's what he wanted to know. Where did he jizz at? That was it. That was the hard question, and everything else was about detractors and DSP talking about how YouTube hurt his business or whatever.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
Radical Jaws, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother.
At Reack.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you don't know, I got banned for a week for wishing that the quartering contract a certain monkey disease. So let's just say that. And I guess he reported me there, and I ended up eating a week in Twitter jail. But I'm out. I'm out and in full effect. Yeah, my free speech is under attack.
Money over here.
Hey, what about me?
I don't know. How do I get you? I want this money. I don't know how to get it.
Somebody get me!
Thank you, Radical Jaws. I appreciate
I want money.
The super chat, brother.
I need money.
I need money.
Like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I need money.
It can't be, oh, I'm reacting
Greg,
to this
he does, I know.
for 2.5 hours, and no one shows up, and no one engages, and no one supports the stream, and it's a dead stream. My streams are doing good. I want to make this abundantly clear. My streams are doing very well. It doesn't matter if I'm playing Pokemon, Pragmata, Mouse PI for Hire, Sorrow.
No, I'm not big enough, brother. I'm not big enough to get to get a documentary or anything. Not just yet. Maybe when I hit 100K. Then maybe more people will pay attention to me, and then maybe I'll get a documentary. And you know what? I really don't give a shit. It's all good. If I get a documentary, to me that's just it's all good and fun. I'll sit there and watch it and laugh at it.
A new game, an old game. My streams are all doing well. So this is actually me stepping out of success to say, hey, I want to.
What happened to Iviga? As far as I know, I heard Iviga was into some shady shit. Apparently something with his Discord or something like that. I don't fully understand or know it. If you want to know the ins and out about it, I believe King Sly is covering that piece. I just haven't been involved and don't know. But I know that he's been MIA for quite a while. So I think some of it stems to his vocalness about Raven. When Raven Dolphins was doing his shit, and then it kind of came out that he was doing some of the same shit. That's why I guess he decided to take a break. So that's the extent of it, brother.
Try something different, okay, and see how it works. Now, guys, it would be great to get some support. I know that we finished Dragon Quest. We've had 0 support. Zero. I'm not kidding. Like, every piece of support that came in today came in during the podcast, except for Lazuli. And I know that, oh no, not him again, talked about the Mando Burger. Let's get some support for the stream, please. Let's not have this be the deadest stream ever, because I wanted to finish Dragon Quest today. Let's get some support.
Big ups, Wiggle. Thank you, brother, for being a member for 3 months. That's right. He is felted. Yes, he is. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Or let's get some super chats and memberships on YouTube. Let's get some kicks and subs on Kick, and let's get a tip. Let's get some momentum going on the stream.
No problem.
It's like I said, I'm not even kidding. I literally have gotten 0 support since I started playing the game. Literally 0. Nothing. Again, here's the thing. When people are saying, well, don't do it, but then don't ever ask me to react to anything. Don't ask for my takes on shit, because you guys begged me for my take on the quartering for weeks. And when I finally gave it and made a highlight video, it did good. So
okay, then that was the extent of it. Maybe that's all they wanted to do. And again, Phil, you're feeding the trolls. The people that wanted you to react to the quartering were the kick trolls, were the LARPers. that wanted you to say something stupid so that they could clip you so people could mock you, just like I did. I clipped you and we mocked you, okay? But again, I don't understand this disconnect with DSP. I don't know why he still doesn't get it that people will LARP and troll him to try to get him to say something stupid or say something regarded. And that's the only reason why anyone wants his take. The people that want him to do this fucking React thing are people that just want content, okay? And again, I'll be honest, yeah, do it, Phil. Do several streams where you react to this documentary, because yeah, I love the content, and I would love to react to it. But I'm gonna call you out and tell you the truth that the only people asking you to do this are people that want you to fucking go in, ride the fence, so that Kino Casino and other content creators can call you out for being a bitch. That's why I want you to do it. Not because I care about your take. I don't have two shits about your take. I already know what your take is going to be. Your take is going to be, I can see both sides. Allegedly, I remember when this happened to me. And then go on a spiel about your fucking history about Evo and the Cannon brothers or whatever the fuck you want to say.
I was like, oh, so maybe this is a sign. Now I say, well, do you guys want me to react? No, don't react to that. Don't react to that. The fuck are you talking about? It's one or the other. It's not give me mixed signals.
No, you have zero bearing in the situation, Phil. You have zero bearing in this. That's why no one really cares. And again, Phil, you can't sit here and trash drama content creators on the daily. You can't trash detractors on the daily and then do detractor drama content. Don't you see the disconnect here? And then, of course, your viewers, the people that actually like you, don't want any of this shit because they know what it comes with it. They know that it comes with harassment, trolling, and Phil screaming and yelling and banning people. They've been there long enough. That's why Jade says me no like and leaves. Even Jade of all people understands the game. And even Jade doesn't even want to put up with shit anymore. He's just like, yeah, peace out. I'd rather go play Marvel Rivals than hear this bullshit.
Okay? The video did well. I feel like if I were to do something like this, it could do well, because here's what I really would like. This is ideal. Maybe we do an initial react of 2.5 hours. My editor edits that down to 20, 30 minutes to make a highlights. That's a highlighted video that can go live and get people interested in that kind of content over on the DSP Reacts channel, right? Now, if it does well, then I do a second stream. I would need people to show up, engage, and support that stream, okay?
Snort.
Give it to me!
Oh, you know what, guys? Before I forget, I'm gonna drop some members here, okay, brothers? Let me drop some members. I got 5 more members to give. I gave 5 out yesterday, so here are 5 more, brother. And you know what this gives you, guys? It gives you emotes. It gives you no slow mode in the chat, which I don't have anyway. And you get the $25 gift card. You can enter into the giveaway, okay?
Money.
There you go. Knock yourselves out. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Give it to me! Give it to me now! Ah, I ran out of time.
Money. Ray Rays, I literally just answered that question. He says, I'm not against something new. If you don't really know much about him, what would the reaction be? We're both creators in the space, the same space, for about 20 years, okay? Both people have accused us of the same stuff, like grifting and stuff like that. We both have a huge association with Kino Casino, and I was interviewed by this guy years ago. When I gave my take on this guy 2 weeks ago, everyone liked it. What do you not understand that people would understand that this is a good thing to do and it's interesting? Like, what? I don't get it. What else do you need? Do I need to fucking be his best friend? Do I need to actually be involved directly with the drama, or can we have rational thoughts here? I mean,
you have to have some semblance of what's going on. You need to be involved somehow, Phil. If not, and the other fact too, the simple fact that you want to test this and do it as a one-off to see if it makes you money just clearly tells you your angle, and that's why people don't want you to react or you know, like if he came out and I think if he was vocal and he said, look, I don't, from what I hear, it seems like the quartering is using his connection to get channels banned, and I don't agree with that. You know what? I want to watch the Joon documentary to learn a little bit more, and then I'm going to give my take. I think that would be appropriate. That would be fine. I don't think I would be I wouldn't be as annoyed as I am now. But the simple fact that he decided to make this a way for him to make money, which everything he does is that way, but just come out and say it. He didn't, beat around the bush about it. He basically said that. He said this was a good opportunity. We can test it to see if I make money off of it. And then, you know, he basically said, if I don't get paid, we can just wage quit it, which is what he's going to probably do if he doesn't get that money. And again, Phil, you've done React content you had a channel that did React content that you wage quit that because no one gave a shit. No one cared. Bumblefuck the Clown is seriously looking to watch you talking about Bumblebee Farmer or whatever. You know what? I'm not gonna trash Bumblebee Farmer. I've actually talked to him. He seems like a very nice guy, and I believe he's suffering from cancer and stuff like that. So he seems like a nice guy. I don't want to crap on him too much. I mean, if he wants to react to it, I guess I don't know. Yeah, Bumblebee's chill. I don't have any beef with Bumblebee. Bumblebee seems like a nice guy. And you know, he's really open to, like, he's not Phil. You know, if people come to chill on his streams, he doesn't moderate anyone. You can go in there and say shit about Phil. As long as you're not breaking terms of service, he really doesn't give a shit. So he seems like a chill dude in my eyes. So
seriously, I hate it when I get dumb criticism. Well, I don't understand. I can't make you understand logic and fact and reason. I can't do that. Okay? It's pretty simple why people would want to see me react to this.
So I can't help that you're stupid and you don't understand intelligent, like, conversation and intelligent commentary on something and criticism. So sorry that you're stupid.
But it's hot right now. If I'm going to do
It's
it,
hot.
I
You hear
have
that?
to do it now. Like, starting tomorrow,
Yes.
testing the water. If it does well, schedule it out that I'm doing more of it next week. It has to be now. This is the perfect opportunity. I'm involved with this guy. I'm involved with the casino who's on the other equation.
you're not involved with either of them, Phil. And again, what did you say a couple months ago? Remember last year after the 666 podcast where you started screeching and roaring and yelling about Kino Casino, and you said all you want to do is just play your video games to your 40 dents. That's all you want to do. You don't want people bothering you. You don't react to Kino Casino because all it does is give them a reaction and give them content, right? Remember you said that? And all of a sudden now, when your kick support, and by the way, I'm going to show you why he's doing this. I have another video after this that clearly explains why he's going to be doing all this. And of course, it has to do with money. It has to do with money. But last year and this year, haven't you said that? So now what you want to do is you want to insert yourself in this fucking drama. For why? Why? Because you did an interview with the Quartering a decade ago? And Kino Casino felted you for a year? Is that your rationale? Okay.
Other half of the equation. I'm not going to clean sweep here for the Quartering. But I don't like the casino, so it's like I have a very unique perspective on this situation, being right in the middle of it. Okay?
So you're going to ride the fence. You're going to basically say both have dirty hands, both are in the wrong, and a pox on both houses. Is that really what you're going to say, Phil? I dare you to say that. I fucking dare you to say that. Because it's not just going to be Kino Casino shitting on you and the tractor shitting on you. It's pretty much going to be the entire internet. I don't know if you guys were watching Kino Casino last night, but did you see that one chick, Christy something, that interviewed Melanie Mack? And she basically let Melanie Mack get away with a lot of fucking shit and didn't push her? Look how well that's working out for her this morning. It's not working out well for her. And I guarantee you she'll probably do a stream today. Christy Myers. Yeah, that's right. I guarantee you she'll do an interview today with maybe Brittany or try to walk back what she did because it's not bowing well for her. And again, you know, if you want to get yourself involved in this fucking shit, get prepared to have fucking shit thrown at you. And DSP doesn't think that. DSP thinks that he's immune to the criticism and he's immune to people attacking him for his shit take. I can't wait for the night. I'm ready. By the way, I cleared my afternoon to take a nap because... What's up, Ken? How you doing, brother? I cleared my schedule for this afternoon so I could take a nice long nap since I was up watching Kino Casino. And I'm going to be watching DSP tonight. And I can't wait for it. I already know what's going to happen, you know, but it's going to be glorious. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll do another podcast and we'll deep dive his React ad content.
I think that people would like that. All right, but let's see who wants it, who doesn't, and will people actually show up for it. Then we have, listen to this.
Yeah,
Pattern
Melanie,
player Paulie did a
and you guys know me. I have a little bit of a soft spot for Melanie. I don't know what it is. I kind of have a little soft spot for her. So I feel bad kind of for her, but she's digging her own grave. She didn't need to really get involved in this. Like, I get it. Her and Hannah, they garner a paycheck. They garner a paycheck from the Quartering. So I kind of get that. But you can say, hey, you know what? I know that there's shit going on. I don't fully agree with it. I'm not getting involved, and just leave it at that. Yeah, duty, yeah, a little bit of a boner, yes. And leave it at that, and then just do your thing and do your content. You know what I mean? I think most people would understand that. Most people would say, all right, you know, I get it. You know, she's garnering a paycheck. She can't shit on her boss. We get it. You know what I mean? We get it. They didn't do that. Well, Hannah's playing this smart. I think Hannah is getting ready to bounce. But Melanie, my God, man. Melanie has lost her own. Again, I'm not in love with her. I'm not simping for her ideology or her mentality or her brain powers. I just think she's cute. That's it. That's all it is. It's just simple physical attraction. I think she's cute. That's all.
$5 super chat and says, as a fellow grifter and someone who has done a ton of crowdfunding and used the money on personal pleasures, your thoughts are critical input.
By the way, I don't know the lore of her first husband. Was her first husband gay? I keep hearing that the reason why they divorced was because her husband was gay. Is that true? I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, that's pretty funny. That's a shame.
So, here's the truth, which I've talked about a million times, okay? Yes, I'm an 18-year content creator. In the 18 years that I've been a creator, there absolutely have been times when I've been down on my luck, when things were not looking good. There were times when actually I thought I was going to lose everything.
With me every single day on stream. I love it, and you know,
I love it.
It's that stuff's positive, and there's other stuff that's positive behind the scenes, but the fact that I might lose my fucking house over something that I have nothing whatsoever control over or to do with.
Oh.
That's the worst feeling.
The grift.
And there are times when positively I will tell you that I grifted. Oh, look, a marathon, and we have a
I saw that someone got moderated. It's all good. You don't need to moderate people. If someone gets really out of line, I'll moderate them. Whoever got moderated, I'll find you at the end of the stream and unban you. It looks like somebody got hidden. You don't need to worry about that. I pretty much let people say whatever they want to say for the most part, as long as they keep it, you know, within reason. But thank you, I appreciate it.
Goal, let's hit the goal, and you know, oh look, let's put on vests and hats and things for when we hit support goals and shit like that. That's grifting to an extent. That's grifting. It's not as bad as saying, oh, you know, we need to make money for this particular thing, and then someone raises a ridiculous amount of money, and then come to find out they didn't even spend it on the thing they said they were going to spend it on. That's pretty bad. I like being here.
Turns her husband's gay with her voice.
That's
with her emoji.
Oh, that's a shame, man. Again, okay. I'm gonna say this. I don't, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it alone because I know people are gonna start saying, dude's a simp, all this stuff. I'll leave it alone. But if it's true that both her hubbies are a little bit loose in the pants, man, there's something going on there. She seems to have a type, or she seems to attract a certain type of person. But that's pretty fucked up, though, by the way. I honestly think that is pretty fucked up. Like, if you... Alright, I don't give a shit whether you're gay or not. I don't give a shit. That's your fucking life. You want to be trans, you want to be whatever, I don't give a shit. Knock yourself out, right? I really don't care. But I mean, if you're having those doubts or whatever, you know, and you're dating someone of the opposite sex, maybe you might want to let them know. You know, don't just, don't be just... You know what I mean? Like, you should kind of let them know. Let them know ahead of time. You know what I mean? Let them decide. That's all I'm saying.
Way more than all those other iterations of DSP that came before that were begging and grifting and trying to find some shtick in order to get you to contribute. Now, people just like the content and support it because they do. Okay? And I really...
I don't follow her husband. Like, I didn't even know who the fuck he was until they announced that they got married. I was like, who? And apparently he's some cosplay weirdo. I don't know.
Appreciate that. So thank you for that. The $5 super chat is hilarious because the guy literally is saying, well, you're a grifter, just like the quartering. Okay, you can say that.
Apparently,
you can show clips from the past, but you just sent me $5 and I didn't ask for it. Okay, all right, so every person who just says I asked for it is actually getting a fucking ban, and don't ever ask to come back because you're never getting unbanned. That includes you, Roddy Trotter, and you dunces. I literally haven't said a word about income on this fucking stream this morning. Go fuck yourselves, you dented losers. You're so pathetic.
Oh, now he's using the word dented. Okay, first he was calling people autistic and regards and retards, and now he's calling people dented. Okay, Phil, but you don't watch You don't watch distractor content. I'm sure you don't.
Because the other factor involved here, it has to make sense and be profitable for me. You can't get it through your head that people change for the better and that things are better now than they've ever been in my life, and you can't fucking handle it. You can't cope with it. So you fucking seethe and get so angry at the success of someone else, and then you lie because you can't fucking handle it. Tough shit. Look, the guy literally just sent me another $5 to reiterate a bunch of bullshit that my detractors say. I'm literally not gonna read it, but I'm gonna keep his money. Isn't that great? Isn't that amazing? So thanks for another $5, dummy. You want to send me some more? That's cool, dude. Go ahead, go for it. Alex from Phoenix, don't ban him, unban him. Because he's dumb and he's probably going to send me even more money. That's what I mean. These people are so stupid.
Money.
They actually think that, here, I'm actually going to unban him. Let's have him send me some more. Because you know he's going to. Because he's stupid. You can't make up...
Yeah, don't send the money. Don't send the money. And again, all right, I don't tell people how to spend their money, but if you want to give Phil money, use the Argentinian detractor. You can troll him for 3 cents. There you go.
How dumb these people are. Don't ban them. Allow them to share the stupidity. And allow them to share the wealth, because they're that dumb.
My bad.
Keep going. Come on. Keep reiterating and regurgitating the same fucking detractor
right, there you
memes.
go, folks. I added the
Go
chat.
for it. Keep spitting them out. I love it. Right? Okay, let's get into this discussion, because this is something I want to talk about for sure. All right, Jordy, you get baited so bad.
Oh.
Receive extra winnings. Log in to bet.
All right, there you go. Great video by Memology, the GOAT. Big up, brother.
MGF.
Big up, brother. Big up, Memology. Big up, Memology. Yes. I think right here, this video is pretty fucking good. It actually clearly explained my thoughts and my feelings on DSP. And he's just doing this to fucking grift, man. That's all he's doing this for. He has zero take. He doesn't really care about the community. He doesn't care about people doing content. He doesn't give a shit about free speech. He doesn't care about any of that. He sees this clearly as an opportunity to make some money, which I guess would be fine. I guess that would be fine if he was being truthful about it. But of course, he can't be truthful about it, because if he's truthful about it, then people are going to call him out for that. But if that's how you feel, because I'd be like, oh, okay, well, at least he's being honest. At least he's being honest about how he feels and what he wants. And at least, I could say, yeah, it's still scummy, but at least, I don't have to sit there and call him a fucking liar. Good Jesus. All right, so we got that video. Hold on a second. There was another one. Let's see here. Crashes out on chat for hate and return. Oh, I know which one I want to. Let's watch the Daily Wrap. That's what I wanted to watch. This is last night's Daily Wrap, folks. Let's watch it. Now, we got to slog through it, so I'll speed it up. It'll be fine. We can definitely watch this. All right. So this is the Daily Wrap from last night. It was 13 minutes long. And, of course, DSP finally decided that he was going to do the Reack content. And, of course, continue to bitch and argue with his supporters and viewers. And just, basically telling them to pound sand. He's going to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. So let's watch it.
DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 6th of May, 2026. How are y'all doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great day. If you didn't check out my stuff today and you're wondering how it all went, where it all went, and what we're doing tomorrow because we've got a shift in the schedule due to some big occurrences that happened today, you're in the right place, all right? Let's go. It's the Daily Wrap. Let's talk. So today, we started off with an awesome Level 1 podcast. This podcast covered some important topics. Basically, we reacted to a whole bunch of stuff that people have been asking me about over the last several weeks, including the new Resident Evil movie trailer, this new game that's a vampire game from the makers of The Witcher 3. I watched the new Backrooms movie trailer. I saw the Spider Noir trailer for the Amazon Prime series coming up, and more. So basically, I watched a whole bunch of stuff on the podcast. But since it was a reacting podcast, obviously, I had to respond to something that happened this morning that kind of came out of nowhere, but not really.
What are you talking about? Everyone's known for 2 months that he was doing a documentary on the quartering. Just because it dropped yesterday, because I didn't think it was going to drop right away. I thought it was going to drop probably mid-May. But anyway, let's keep hearing him.
This morning, the Joon the King documentary on the quartering released on his channel. It is 3 hours and 38 minutes long, and it is on fire right now. In only 15 hours being live, it has already gotten over 221,000 views and climbing. This is stacking up to possibly be the most popular documentary that Joon the King has ever done on YouTube, depending on how it goes. What I mean by that
No, Phil, that would still be you. You were the biggest locale, and most people watched his video on you because it was 4 hours long. And I know what he's going to try to claim. He's going to say, well, the second video he had to put out there because the first video got claimed by WWE Champions. But if you total up both videos, he ended up getting over 2 million views. Over 2 million views. And I don't think this one's going to hit 2 million. It'll probably hit 1.5 million. I don't think it's going to hit 2 million, but he's dying for it to supersede his documentary so that he can claim that the biggest locale is the quartering, not him anymore.
A lot of videos that have been made about the quartering recently have seemingly been flagged down for harassment, cyberbullying, copyright, and more. So the question is,
yeah, something you know about, right? Something you know about. Remember back in 2024 where you and your mutt superhound were channel striking channels, right? Remember, brother, where you got down nearly 20 detractor 20 clippers. Remember that? Remember Cat Shoulder? Remember Dark Days Mirror? Remember me? Remember Snore Hogan? Remember? And you didn't stop until when? Until YouTube finally put their foot down and said, all right, enough of this bullshit. We see something's going on. And they banned your mutt superhound. So you know plenty of striking down channels, right, Phil?
Actually continue to be up, or is it going to end up getting taken down at some point, right? So everyone apparently today decided to start watching this video and reacting to it. But you guys know me. Number one, I'm not going to just drop my established schedule, especially when today I had the finale of a game scheduled. I'm not going to say, oh, just drop it all and do this react, right? Plus, I wanted to talk to the audience about it. Is this something that you guys are interested in seeing or not? I have not done a long-form react event.
Again, Phil, if that were true, you would have taken the word of your viewers and not done the react content. But you already knew going in you were going to do the react content anyway. So why blow smoke up people's ass? Just tell everyone this is what you're planning on doing and move on. That's what you could have easily have done, Phil, but you decided not to do that. Donut Gaming with the highlight message. Help my channel. It's under attack. It's under my head. It's under attack. Yes. And Pre-Dawn Corpse, brother, thank you for the 4 kicks. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you supporting the kick stream over there, brother.
In over a year. In fact, the last long-form react I did, I believe, was the end of 2024. So it's been a long time since I just sat down and reacted to, say, a documentary or something like that. Now, people have asked me to do some of them over the last year and a half, and I shied away from it. As you know, I've been doing mostly gameplay content and podcasting. But in this case, this is a unique situation because number one, the feud between the quartering and Kino Casino kind of uniquely, has me involved. The quartering is someone who out of nowhere decided to ask me for an interview years ago, and I feel like he gave me a very fair interview at that time.
A decade ago, DSP, a decade ago. And again, it has nothing related to do with the current situation. So you simply having some mild association with the quartering a decade ago doesn't make you an expert or doesn't mean you need to chime in on this this drama issue. And again, this is drama. Let's not forget, DSP, you said you don't want to do drama.
Money, sub.
Right? I'm just listening to your words, brother. Brett, thank you, brother, for being a 1 minute man investor, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
And since then, basically, I've had no interactions with him, but I'm aware of him and stuff. Obviously, I had many interactions with the Kino Casino, right? So, a couple weeks ago, people asked me for my take on the situation.
Your
on a podcast, I talked about it for about an hour. My editor edited it down to about 28 minutes, and that video did well. It actually got over 8,000 views. I got hundreds of thumbs up, tons of comments, people saying, great job, this is a great summary. It's good to hear kind of a neutral person's take because when you're in the midst of all the drama going on, you don't really understand how you could see it from an outside perspective. So, people loved it, right? So now that this documentary is out,
you're right.
there's a unique opportunity for me to possibly give even more of that kind of middleman perspective, knowing that, listen, I'm no fan of Kino Casino, but I'm also no fan of the quartering. I don't really agree if he is flagging videos.
Again, right there, you can hear what angle he's taking here. He's the neutral person. He's the middleman. So you're the fence sitter. Again, brother, did you not follow Boogie 298 career of being a fence sitter and see where that got him? Again, he refuses to learn from his fucking mistakes and he refuses to learn from other people. He just wants to continue doing the same dented thing that he's been doing for years. Okay.
And perspective, knowing that, listen, I'm no fan of Kino Casino, but I'm also no fan of the quartering. I don't really agree if he is flagging videos down. I don't think he should be doing that, as I expressed in my React video a few weeks ago. So the question is, would people like this? And basically, yes, over the course of the day, I got the impression that a lot of people would like to see me do this as long as it's done over on the DSP React channel. It's separated from the gameplay, and it doesn't basically permeate into the normal stuff I'm doing on the DSP Gaming channel. So I think that sounds like a good idea. And I even set up the streams already live. Like you can go favorite it, and I actually will post it up on social media and everything tonight and say, hey guys, tomorrow special stream. Here it is. Please spread the word. First time I'm doing a React in a long time because people want me to do it. Now, we'll talk about this in a second because I want to let you know exactly how it's going to go.
It wasn't a long time. Didn't you just recently do a React? The April 1st bullshit you did. Remember that? April 1st? And you can consider a react to your fappening on May 1st. Remember that? That was a reaction, wasn't it? I mean, just because you didn't see yourself fap for 14 minutes doesn't take away from the fact that you did react content. Okay.
Yeah, okay? And it's kind of important because if it goes well, it could lead to more content. If it does poorly, then I might not do any more, okay?
There it is, folks. There it is. And I appreciate you being candid with us, DSP. You notice, this is what people always ask, like, why do you watch the daily rap? It's so pointless. No, this is kind of a therapy session for DSP where he actually tells you what he really thinks. And that's why I like watching and reacting to it, because you get a lot of the unfiltered shit that DSP wants to say during his podcast and regular streams, but he knows that he gets just a little bit too much attention, right? While the daily rap, this is getting posted at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, he barely gets 200 views, and he thinks he can say whatever the fuck he wants to say here. So that's why I love interacting with it and reviewing it on the daily basis and giving you my thoughts, because this is the type of shit that he does here. Over and over again. Like, every one of these is him complaining about kick, bitching about support, and then, of course, when he gets on his podcast, he'll tell everyone, I'm not talking about support. I'm not begging. What are you talking about? When did I ever beg? When did I ever complain about kick support? He's doing it here. Essentially here. Because he knows that the only real people that watch this daily rap are me and, like, the very dented of the dented. You know what I mean? Like, all the Kevins, Jade, anyone that supports him, they tend to watch this bullshit content, this video. So he's putting out the call, letting them know, hey, I know my detractors aren't watching, so I'm gonna go out and tell everyone this is what I really mean. And sadly for you, Phil, other content creators like myself watch it, review it, and translate the pignosis.
So, after having talked about that on the podcast, we then went on to Saros today. And I am very happy once again to tell you, great progress in Saros today. It seems like I'm just making way better progress in Saros than I ever did in Returnal. This time around, we were in the second world. We resumed where I'd left off last time, but because I was playing Rusty, because it's been 2-3 days since I played, I basically sucked and I died right away. And I'm like, oh man, all that progress that we did last time lost. But then we started over and I died another time or two, got some upgrades, and then I was able to go back through the second world and do a really, really great run and basically beat it, which is amazing. Like, and it's pretty good. Support, good. But I will say this, and I'm going to say this both about the first and second streams today, okay?
Here it is. He's going to talk about kick here. I did want to focus on this point. Might as well talk about it now.
It seems like in the last week to 2 weeks, we have saw a severe decline in both attendance and support on kick, okay? My theory is this. Now, you could disagree. Maybe
here's some serious fucking cope here. This is Phil's theory on why no one is supporting on kick and no one is watching. That's why he gets 30 viewers. I've been telling you for like over a year that his kick support is dead. On a weekly basis, I tell you guys what he's getting in and what he's averaging in support. And it's not good for this guy. I mean, when was the last time someone gave him a fucking a sub bomb? I can't remember. The last person, of course, was either your future stepdad or Lance Catamaran. And even those two can't continue supporting the stream by themselves. I mean, they're pretty tapped, man. They're tapped. They need help. They're screaming uncle. Even Dunsfelter's gone. Dunsfelter is just gone. He's like, he didn't tell Phil anything. He's just gone. He just doesn't give a shit. And by the way, Dunsfelter was on Kino Casino stream yesterday. Every once in a while, I like to go into the Kino. So in the Kino, the nice thing about Kick is that you can see who's in chat, even if they're not chatting. So I like to go in there and type in a few names to see if they're watching Kino Casino. And lo and behold, guess who was on Kino Casino last night? Dunsfelter. Yeah, that's right. Dunsfelter was in the Kino Casino chat. So clearly, you know, somebody didn't die. He has an emergency. He's alive. He doesn't care about your streams. All right, brother. All right.
You think I'm completely off base about this? It doesn't seem, no matter what game I'm playing, people leave. Like, I'll start the day on Kick with podcast, and people will be like 100 people watching me on Kick. And then as soon as I start with the game, 50 viewers, 40 viewers. I'm just doing the same thing I've always done. Like, since I started on Kick, I was doing gaming content. So why all of a sudden do we have so many fewer viewers? I think I know why. If you haven't noticed, the last month or two, Kino Casino have completely laid off of me. They're not talking about me anymore. Or if they do, it's a quick reference. They're totally going in on everybody else, right?
Yeah, Dunsfelter was the mod. He was the only mod over there that would hang out on Kick. And you know what? I'm not going to fully shit on Dunsfelter. Dunsfelter, for the most part, was pretty fair with the Kick chat. Like, he pretty much would let people chat and not ban people. The only time he would even ban people is if they were being very vulgar, or a DSP told him to mod, like ban people. That would pretty much be the only time he moderated. So let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. He banned me. Did you upset him? Did you call him dunce filter? Dunce? I know he doesn't like when people call him like a dunce, just dunce. That gets annoyed. Kino's bored of Phil right now. Oh, well, they're focusing on Jeremy. I mean, you know, I would be focused on Jeremy too if he cost me $100K a year. And that's literally what he did. Kino Casino cost the Kino Casino and his editor $100,000 a year. That's not chump change. You know what I mean? That's not like saying, well, I lost $300 a month or whatever. You know what I mean? Would suck too. But $100K, that's a lot of fucking cheddar, man. Especially when, you know, that's someone's paycheck. You know, that was apparently the agreement they had. That money would go to the editor. So
they've been going in on.
Oh, don't worry. I got a video where they do react to DSP. They do react to DSP last night, and trust me, the focus will get back on DSP. They're just focusing on the quartering now. Once that starts kind of drying up a little bit, which eventually it will, they'll go back to fucking DSP. Don't worry.
Obviously, the quartering. I know for a fact they've done stuff on Review Tech and others, but they just don't seem to be talking about me anymore. So honestly, you want to know why? It's probably because there's nothing interesting about me. No one really cares about drama when it comes to Dark Side Phil.
Wait a minute, Phil. Haven't you told us 1,000 times that you don't watch Kino Casino? You don't know what they're up to. You don't care what they have to say. But yet somehow you know that they're not reacting to you or talking about you? Okay.
There is none. I'm a gamer. I'm doing gameplay content. Gamers like this stuff. Nobody else really cares, right?
Oh, he did. Okay.
And so, since they're not covering me, half the audience that used to tune into me on Kick were for drama. Like, they wanted to come and laugh and post up the memes and all that. They don't exist anymore. So because of that, they're like, oh. And so as soon as I'm done with the talking segments of interacting with the audience and doing podcasting, they leave.
Paul, give it to me.
So I've noticed a distinct drop off in attendance, engagement, support, all of that on Kick in the last several weeks. And there's not much I can really do about it. Overall, my content is doing good. It really doesn't even matter what game I'm playing. The streams are overall doing well. So I'm not complaining in any capacity. I'm just saying that seems to be what's going on with Kick, is that, yeah, everything on Kick is down. Attendance, engagement, and support. People are sitting there, no matter what game I play, they complain. Yesterday, I played Mouse PI for Hire. Oh, that's boring. Today, I played Sorrows. Oh, that's boring. Tonight, I finished Pragmata. Oh, that's boring. No, you know what? If you think that every game is boring, maybe you're boring or you don't like games. So what are you doing on a gamer stream? Just saying. You know, I think that's what's happened is basically people on Kick aren't getting the drama anymore, so they're disengaged and they're bored. I can't make you like gaming, right?
So, okay, let me get this right, Phil. You have been telling us for over a year after your breakup with Kino Casino, right, that you didn't want to do drama anymore. It was your decision. You were the one that robbed Kino Casino. You only did drama content to make money so that you can get yourself into a better position. But now you're upset because the people that were watching you were detractors and Kino Casino bros. And now that they found you boring, they've moved on to do something else. So but you're still upset, right? You're upset that they used to come in and troll you, but now you're upset that they don't come in and troll you? Can't have it both ways, brother. You can't have it both ways. If anything, you should be happy. You should say, see, now that those people have left, we can have a nice, chill, positive Kick stream. But of course, that's not the case. You know what it is. That program where he gets paid for viewers, that's getting fucking shellacked. So instead of making the $3 a stream he used to get from the Kick partner program, he's only making like $1 now. And of course, that upsets him. Oh, poor Phil. Oh.
So anyway, that's what's been going.
Oh yeah, Derek, trust me, give him a couple weeks. They'll be back to fucking 2-3 hour segments of DSP.
Going on Kick, and I noticed it all day today. But Sorrow still did well overall. Great stream, great progress, great support. Give it a look, and the playthrough continues on Friday. Okay? Tonight's late stream was the conclusion of Pragmata, but it started late for good reason. I came into this studio.
Okay, that's all I really want to watch. But he does talk more towards the end of it about the stupid whatchamacallit. I don't give a shit. All right, we're going to watch a couple videos that I posted. The first one I want to definitely watch is, by the way, can I get a round of applause for my thumbnail? Can I get a round of applause for my thumbnail? Come on, everybody. Kick. Wake the fuck up, Kick. Give me a round of applause. YouTube, give me a round of applause. That's an amazing thumbnail. That's right. Duty used the Dr. Seuss motif, and we got Thing 1 and Thing 2. But we got Grifter 1 and Grifter 2. All right, so I did enjoy my thumbnail. It was a very good thumbnail. All right, this is from Kino Casino last night. By the way, they do have a Rumble channel and they have their live stream. And yes, I've gotten permission to clip and edit their videos and post it. This is what it is. Again, yesterday I clipped 3 videos from the stream. I'm definitely loving my thumbnails, brother. Look at that. Look at this one. Unbelievable. That's right. If you don't know, Jeremy's bull, or his wife's bull, is threatening to expose, and he's blackmailing the quartering. That's right. His wife's vagina is under attack. And then, of course, we have a little segment here where this is from the Joon the King documentary, where apparently Jeremy had a segment where he coached pedos on how to properly hide their child prawn. That's right. We'll watch these 3 quick segments. They're not too long. They're really good. I think they were the good parts of the stream from yesterday.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. Shut the fuck up.
Thank you for subbing.
Subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
She makes like video content of old games, like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby. If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, baby.
I am. I'm sorry.
Her uterus is being attacked.
I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
It's a great intro because it's so true. I'm sorry, baby.
When you're getting to the point where you're defending DSP unironically and saying that Phil is being bullied and Phil is being harassed and Phil's livelihood is being taken away by the meanie trolls online, and you know how it is because you've been experiencing it, you need help. Like, you need, bro. Yeah. Like, if you're not.
By the way, I had to mute. I had to mute this a lot because there's a lot of just swear words. There's a lot of R8 words, and yeah, so I had to mute it. So if you don't hear sound, it's me muting, mostly PPP cursing. So YouTube's just being like, I uploaded this and it got flagged. It got flagged for 18 age restriction 18. So I went back in and I had to censor it because YouTube. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't like to censor their videos. But YouTube flagged that shit right away, so I had to edit it. So
doing that to troll and piss people off, you're a fool dented. Like, you're, and he was legitimately channeling Phil.
He's trying to raise money to watch the
Joon
doc and make fun of
Phil is trying to scoop the.
The other thing too is I'm muting it because I don't want to give Jeremy another excuse to flag my video. So if there's excessive cursing and stuff like that, he can flag my video for that as well. So that's why I muted him going off. There's a couple curse words. Some of it got through, but the really hard ones kind of got flagged.
Clout off of this, like he had anything to do with any of this at all.
Sorry.
I don't like Phil is trying to scoop the clout off of this, like he had anything to do with any of this at all. And like, you know, Phil somehow believes he assisted in making the documentary, or he ran some sort of op on quartering. Like, none of this happened. None of this ever took place, Phil.
It's
like
actually...
this genuinely has nothing to do with you, despite your desperate attempts to insert yourself at every single phase of this drama, even though you're the no drama guy and you don't kick people when they're down and you don't pile on and you're not a misery merchant. He seems really desperate to profit off of Quartering's misery. So let's say, get the Phil, no one wants your take. It's garbage. But he was begging today, please, guys, please give me money to react to this, please. And everyone was like, we're not interested. We don't give. It's going to be boring. And you know the way Phil does it. Like, it will be Phil's content for 5, 6, 7 days. It will be. Yep. Like, every 2 seconds, he's going to pause. Finish. And he'll say nothing about quartering. It'll just be stories about him.
Oh, and YouTube back in 1998.
Oh, back in the day when I first started and I did this and I did that.
And they'll be like, here's how YouTube works, and proceeds to like give all the wrong information.
Oh my God. Or a video game will be mentioned and Phil will give his doctoral thesis on how he was the original OG fan of that thing, even though he had never actually played it or interacted with it.
And then he's going to start defending us.
Immediately gets exposed in the way. Well, like the thing is, it's not like a fucking high level take, you know, like obviously we're in the right, obviously Quartering's in the fucking wrong, but somehow Phil will fence sit it anyway and be like, well, Jer has a
okay, I think PPP doesn't want to admit it, but he watches Duty's content. Okay, let's just admit it, because that's my take. That's been my take since this all came about. Okay, this is my take. All right, but it's okay, we can agree. We great minds think alike. PPP
point in that his family is being harassed. Did either of you clowns ever fucking think maybe you don't have an entitlement to make a living of millions of dollars off the internet, and that at any point you could walk away from the—
Yeah, that's so true. You're right, old. That's my thing too. Is like, this is a good opportunity for you know who's kept his head down and really hasn't talked about this? Review Tech USA. Why? Because Review Tech USA understands that the more that Kino Casino and the internet focuses on the quartering, the less eyes he has on him. So DSP doesn't get that. DSP, he's too compelled by the fact that he can make some money off of this that he just doesn't give a shit. And then, of course, when he gets the blowback, then he'll sit there and say, oh, I can't do what other content creators do because, people hate me and they can't stand me for no reason. Literally, he's going to be doing that, brother. He's literally going to be doing that. And again, I don't mind. There's more content for me. That's more podcasts I can do. That's more content, and of course, more ad revenue for Duty. So I don't mind whatsoever.
This fucking shit and move on with your lives. Like, no one's forcing you to sit here and take this every single day. And trust me, there's a reason for it. There's a reason with Phil. It may not be readily apparent to anyone who immediately stumbles in, because most people immediately stumble out because it's so boring that they'll never understand exactly why Phil is so hated. And it's similar to quartering, where this is their ultimate shield from scrutiny, is just how mind-numbingly boring and banal every single thing they have to say is, to where a casual observer comes in and they're like, what the f*** I don't give a shit. But familiarity breeds contempt. And if you become familiar with either Jeremy Hambley or Philip Burnell, you realize why people fucking hate them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You realize pretty quick. It doesn't take very long.
And
that's what's so important about this Joon the King documentary is that for the first time, normies will see. Go ahead.
I feel like the chat, too. The chat in Quartering's chat, it really does feel like a Raw Phil style.
Shout out
we're
Raw
all in
Phil.
it together. We're all in the
because
Raw
a lot of the chatters are the same people.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are just people who are like, Phil right now is kind of boring.
We need a break from Phil.
And they've been introduced to quartering A-logging by osmosis through us A-logging Phil and A-logging Jer. And they go over and they realize, they're like, this is the exact same game that we run on Phil, except it's fresh and it's new. It's fresh prey. And he doesn't have the same coping mechanisms and survival strategies that old Phil has. He's not as inoculated. He's not as familiar with what's going on. So these Phil trolls get in there and they just catch Jerry with his fucking pants down. I mean, most of the day his pants are down. He's either jacking off or taking a shit. And they just fucking
and the chameleons
6 ways to Sunday.
This is the thing. American
the
Patriot 1951.
Of course he is.
What is going on in chat right
here?
Listen, the subversion is in full effect.
Hello,
the trolls
Phil.
are stepping up their game. We challenged you guys on Monday's program. Step up your game. See how long it takes before you get banned. We want the trolling to almost become indistinguishable from the actual quartering dent out there, to the point where the janitors are going to start banning his.
Nosy, thank you, brother, for the $1.99.
Who would win?
If DSP were the king state hand planning, who would win? I don't think anyone would care. Would care. I think most people would cheer for a supernova, and both planets would be destroyed. I think that would be the take. I don't know, man. The DSP is an amazing pig roach. It would be a battle of ages watching these two go at it to see who would fall first. Man, I don't know, man. That's. I mean, on the one hand, it's DSP and he's a pig roach, and it's difficult to kill roaches. And then on the other hand, we have the quartering who has, he's a 2 million sub channel on YouTube, seems to have clout, with getting people removed and stuff like that. So I don't know, man. It would be like, the immovable object versus the what is it? The whatever force versus the immovable object. But I don't know. I would wish both of them would just decimate each other. That would be that would be a win for everyone. Thank you, brother, for the $1.99.
Entire audience. And it's just, we just have to make it uncomfortable. We just have to make it uncomfortable for Jer's boomers, and it's already fucking causing them to melt down. Just
like
the simple act
the movie The Thing?
of downvoting. Yes. Just the simple act of downvoting their comments is causing them to lose their
indestructible force.
They hate it. They can't stand it. And they keep going, these dang liberals, these liberals are coming in here with their George Soros funded bot farm trying to shut down a great American patriot. And
That's
Jeremy
gotta
Hamlin.
be a troll.
Oh, some of them are trolls. And
I don't even know sometimes.
But sometimes it's hard to fucking tell because it's getting high level. And you'll see posts that are from trolls where they get like 7 upvotes and 7 downvotes because some of the trolls are understanding, but some of the other trolls, it was just too subtle. The brilliant.
I rather call it when the unstoppable force meets the what's the word? When the unstoppable force meets the disabled object. That's a little bit better. I like that saying a little bit better.
It's satire. Flew over their head as to what the troll is doing.
The people who comment and survive, but then you read their a name. It's like Adam Bull Salvador.
Like, you know right well too. Eventually, either one of the janitors is going to turn on Jer, or one of the infiltrators will become a janitor, and then they'll just start cleaning house from the inside.
Okay, I just wanted to cover this piece because I wanted to focus on the first part about DSP here, and they're 100% true with DSP. He's just fucking grifting and trying to make a few bucks off of this. Tonight should be good. If you're wondering when the React is going to be, it's going to be tonight during the night stream. I will be watching it. I will be clipping it. I'll make sure to post it. What I'm hoping for is just a fucking just meltdown. Him just having a meltdown because the chat's just laughing at him, not paying attention, and no one supporting. That would be, that would be the best outcome. Okay? And then, of course, he'll rage quit the quartering documentary, which would be fucking glorious again. I mean, I know some people don't want the content cucked, but, you know, sometimes it's just best to have it done that way. Teach him a little lesson. All right, let's see here. Okay, so we got that. All right, so let us watch. I want to watch this one. This is where apparently this is where Jeremy decides that he there was a segment a while back ago where, and I never saw this. This is the first time I actually saw this, where he used to have a channel called Be Your Own Tech something, and he started talking about how him and his business owners him and his company were fixing a PC, and they decided to go through this person's files, and apparently they found a person that had child porn on their computer, and instead of, you know, reporting them, they decided to do a PSA on how you should hide your prawn, which is insane. I don't know if they've ever reported this person. I'm not sure what happened, but I never saw this clip ever before. Joon the King dug this up. This is some new lore that apparently, you know, this is the type of shit that this guy used to do. So let's watch this.
Oh,
let's go
down to the king there, Dark Side Phil.
What the hell? I thought this was the Lolcow podcast. I'm gonna rush out.
Oh no! This is what Jer deserves. No mercy. Ever.
Computer repair shop and persuasion.
This is the type of skill that I had realized working fixing computers, that I was good with people. I was good with sales, I was good with relationships, I was really good at relating to people.
Jeremy, in enrolling in management computer systems courses at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, discovered he was not good at two things, just one.
It was really just hardcore coding, which I'm awful at.
Jeremy struggled with his programming classes, often skipping classes to instead stay at home and drink. In a single
what the fuck?
It's true, though. He's admitted to that he would just stay at home and drink the whole time. He's also admitted, and this is one thing I wish Joon had got the clip of because we covered this. Jeremy admitted during his entire time at college, he didn't read a single book. Do you know that? He was unable to complete even one book. He can't read. He hasn't ever been able to read.
Oh, yeah, and someone in chat said it, and it's so true. Hit the Joon video and watch it muted in a different tab for him to have watch time as well.
Yes.
Hit like on it.
I mean, his degree is totally fucking useless, by the way, but he tries to flex it as though he's like some mighty king. I remember in his discussion with Coach Red Pill, he talked about how because he has a master's degree from University of Whitewater, Wisconsin, it was worth more than Coach's Ivy League bachelor's degree from Dartmouth. Like, that's not how that works. That's not how it works, Jeremy.
semester, he was placed under scholastic probation as his grade point average.
By the way, watching this documentary and listening to Jeremy's own words, you can clearly see that this motherfucker is a used car salesman. Literally, that's what he is. He's worse than a used car salesman. He really is. And his thing is move from grift to grift to grift to grift. You know what I mean? And he even talked. I mean, if you watch I'm gonna say that the documentary was well fucking done. Like, you could tell that he did not give Jeremy an ounce of he didn't give him an ounce of grace. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes when Jeremy even with DSP, when he was doing the documentary with DSP, you can kind of see that he was trying to be fair and give Phil the benefit of the doubt with certain things. Like, you know, like, first of all, he didn't delve into the whole Leanna thing, the whole Leanna being 17 thing, which is something he should have delved into, but he decided not to because he didn't think that he didn't either have enough information or no one can confirm. Whatever, fine, all right, whatever. I get that. You know what I mean? To me, that's a huge part. That's something he should have delved into. But when it came to Jeremy, he just pulled no fucking punches. At the very beginning, like, the first, 5 minutes is just him shitting all over Jeremy. Calling him a grifter, just calling him names. And you can tell that he automatically already had formulated an opinion about Jeremy. And most people that do documentary, they present the information and they kind of they try not to be biased. And they say, all right, guys, this is the information. You guys think what... You guys base your judgment based on the information I provide you. Not with Jeremy, man. With Jeremy, I got the sense that he formulated an opinion and he wanted everyone to know there is no difference here. Everyone that watches this will agree. And no one will say, well, wait a minute. Well, you don't know his side. No. And it was well done this way. I think Joon the King did a great job. I've already watched it once. I'm watching it again. Just to see what I missed and stuff like that. And the second time you watch it, it feels like it hits even harder. Remind me, folks, never to piss off Joon the King, okay? Please, remind me never to piss him off. By the way, you know who took part of this documentary? TJ Gamebox. Shout out TJ Gamebox. Yeah. Apparently TJ Gamebox was a moderator for for the quartering during his one of his channels. I don't remember which channel. I think it was the card channel that he has. Apparently he was a moderator, so he was able to fill he was able to fill Joon the King with some information. So shout out TJ Gamebox.
Average, a dip below what the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater was willing to accept. Jeremy through a tribunal.
Not even the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater puts you on academic probation.
Yeah, the Unsleeved Media channel.
That's like the Vry.
Thank you, Arthur. Yes, that was the channel. He was a moderator there, apparently.
Academic probation? That's like Second City putting you on academic probation.
No, I don't want Joon anywhere near me, brother. I'm good being in my space, man. I don't need that. I don't need that attention on my life, man.
Given a chance to explain why he should be allowed to return to the college.
This is so telling.
I'll watch it.
To explain why he should be allowed to return to the college.
I decided to go into my tribunal and say, look, I'm changing my major.
I'm gonna pin it. We'll watch it after. Right?
I think I'd be really good in marketing, and here are the many reasons why. I also said, I'm having problems with my girlfriend and being away from home because I knew how to play on people's heartstrings. You know?
Why would you ever tell people that you're that manipulative and you lie about shit in order to get sympathy for yourself? Like, obviously you're not very good at it, or you wouldn't say shit like that.
Girl, that's you know what?
It's like sociopath or psychopathic behavior for Mr. Hambley, really.
Yep. This intro though really does. This first 10 minutes really sets up all the clues, the breadcrumbs.
I agree.
And
then you're going to see the same patterns repeating over and over again throughout his career. He always does the same playbook, always.
Yep.
Jeremy's emotional plea worked. He returned to the school to study marketing. Jeremy was refining his craft, claiming that he excelled in his marketing courses, eventually graduating with a Bachelor in Arts in Marketing in 2005 and a Master's of Business Administration in Marketing in 2007. It was this same year that Jeremy created his first YouTube channel, combining his college degrees and his experience with computers.
Joon also, I know it may not have fit his narrative here, but I wish he had inserted the story about Jeremy's parents going to the teachers and demanding that the teachers give him better grades. Because that's actually what Jeremy's parents did. They went to a parent-teacher meeting when Jeremy was failing out in primary school, and they chewed out and yelled at the teacher because the teacher said, well, Jeremy wants lobster grades for COD work. And Jeremy's parents didn't like that, and they were wealthy, and they owned 7 different rental properties according to quartering, and they browbeat the teacher into passing their son through and giving him good grades that he didn't deserve. And that's a story that Jeremy told us from his own mouth, by the way. Okay,
that's crazy, dude.
The first video in our series.
By the way, I can confirm that is true. The quartering actually told that story multiple times. I think I mentioned this. I used to watch Jeremy a little bit back in the day, and he again, just like DSP and other locales, they overshare. They think they're clever. They tell these type of stories when they know that eventually it'll come back to bite them in the ass. He did say that. He also talked about how his parents were affluent, where they were a fixture in their community, and he pretty much got away with whatever the fuck he wanted to get away with because his parents sheltered him. So yeah.
From the eyes of a computer tech.
Be Your Own IT was a channel primarily made to convince viewers to visit Jeremy's website, BeYourOwnIT.com. In both areas, Jeremy heavily promoted his personal computer repair courses, laptop repair courses, and even a guide on how to start a computer repair business. Eventually, he would sell the physical tools needed for computer repair. Among the hundreds of videos encompassing guides, general information on computer components,
but you know what?
and
where is this going?
I'll give Jer this about this. At least this was something that was actually helpful.
Yeah.
You know? At least this is an actual like business where you're providing resources to people to help them. Unlike a
by the way, I remember this. I do remember this, and I remember that there was an allegation where even back then there was always allegations with Jeremy. There was an allegation that what he ended up doing was he bought this package from someone, and then he basically just made copies. Like he mass copied all the shit, and then sold the software, you know, his kit. And then what he also started doing, I think, was posting it on he started posting it online where you can get a membership and you can access the content on the website for a monthly membership. But I remember this. I remember when this came out, and after the fact, because I remember when he started doing the quartering, people would call him out about this and say, "Hey, you know, is this true?" And he would never respond to it. He would ignore it.
A lot of his other grifts he would later on do.
I'm gonna be real though. You know they are like the lowest effort version of those tutorials. You know what I mean? Like I bet you they were like just stolen content.
It may very well have been stolen from other people because you know
allegedly,
what he does with shorts today.
I believe exactly.
It reminds me of it reminds me back in the day when eBay was first started. There used to be this there were so many scams on eBay. There used to be this scam on eBay where you can get a floppy disk where they claim that they speed up your PC, right? And you insert the floppy disk on your PC and you run it. And then supposedly it makes your PC faster. But if you hit like Alt Control something, a message would pop up from the notepad that would say, "This is a scam," or whatever. Like it did nothing to your PC. It literally did nothing whatsoever. But they used to sell it for like $10 on eBay. I remember that shit used to sell like hotcakes, man. Because remember back in the day when PCs first started and the internet, download right, you know, when the internet first started, man, and AOL, you know, God help your computer, man, because the pop-ups and the bots and you'd be fucked if when you started using LimeWire or any of those services, you'd be fucked. You'd be fucked.
Few would be archived. The videos that were would haunt Jeremy for decades.
Yep.
At the office this week, we had a situation where one of the techs came across some pictures on a customer's computer that were of the child pornography variety.
What?
I don't
Whoa,
really know.
buddy! There's CP on the hard drive.
No.
So you guys obviously reported it and all that, you know.
Yeah.
If there's any tack way to put that. The point of this video is just to remind people that, you know, as techs, we read your emails, so to speak.
Which is crazy.
Well, first of all, I don't understand why are you reading anyone's emails. You should not be reading anyone's fucking emails. So you're telling me that your company would basically rifle through people's information, files, folders, whatever. God forbid if they had their tax information there on their PCs.
Donate, or get the fuck
What?
out.
Like that's illegal, dude.
Thank you, brother, for subbing.
Yeah, you're going through people's emails and stuff. Like you're just admitting to being that level of unprofessional and invasive of other people's privacy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it happens. So if you have things that you don't want,
Is he like? Did he just wake up from a nap here? By the way. It's like half
This is
napping.
his usual presentation
Oh,
style.
sure.
Drunk.
He's like half in the bag. He might have been drunk when he made this, honestly.
He's a
Computer
drunk.
text to see, maybe change the folder name when you take it in if you can.
While some would
Change
see
the
this video
folder
as
name of the child porn folder.
Jesus fuck.
So you're giving
That's actually
advice
fucked.
on criminals on how to hide their criminal behavior? Like,
June starting off with this is wild. Like, this really is the, like...
it's not good, Jer. It's not good, bud. Shouldn't be doing that, Jer.
informative and
Yeah, this is not good, man. I mean, some might say, well, maybe he didn't think about this. No, man. I'm sorry, man. You have a responsibility for the safety of your community to report any of this shit. I don't give a shit whether I honestly don't give a shit how they obtain it or found out that person, their customer, had CP on their PC. If they have questionable shit like that, especially that's blatant. You know what CP is. I mean, there's no ambiguity about it. You know what it is. The first thing you should be doing is calling the police and having this person arrested. Not telling them, hey, you might want to clean your PC up or do a better job of hiding your CP. That's crazy, man. What the hell? Renton, DoorDash driver, big ups, brother. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. If you memberships, if you did get a membership, please make sure to thank the Renton DoorDash driver. Big ups. Have you managed to get any of DSP's orders? Let me know. You haven't messaged me in a while, man. I hope you're doing well, brother. Thank you again for the momentum.
how computer techs have access to users' personal information, others would, eventually, view this as Jeremy, per his specific example, advising predators on how not to get caught.
Well,
For the time being,
it's literally what it is.
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
I don't know what he was thinking with that. Like, so yeah, if you're a predator, you might not want it. Like, what? Why give them any advice at all? Fuck them. Let them get caught by the computer repair guy. That's God's work.
It's not be your own IT, it's be your own CP.
This video was buried under popular tutorial videos of questionable quality.
Look at all these dislikes on it. Look at this. She got this.
Oh, ratio.
Like, what? The 8
times
pedophiles.
It's always
like?
repeating itself. Jared getting ratioed in 2008. Jared getting ratioed in 2026.
Jeremy soon moved on from his channel.
But he had more views on that than his current videos, though.
Not from disinterest, but rather the interest of who Jeremy claimed.
Look at this. This would haunt him forever.
Well, you know he probably does, because the idiot doesn't, I mean, he doesn't even clear his fucking search history on his Twitter feed. That's how people found the whole forced cream pie stuff. I mean, geez, this guy, man.
Oh,
this would haunt him.
What a goof, buddy. What was he thinking? Look at him. Look at this, like, it's like chafing in his neck fat folds. Look around his neck. You see how it's all red there? The chafing in his fat fold? Look at that. Holy, buddy.
This was a venture capitalist, or VC.
Some VC guy.
Good Jared. Shout out Nerdrotic, AZ, of course.
Bought that channel from me. And I think I got $160,000. So I got a big check.
Okay, this is crazy.
What?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
It's such an obvious lie, though.
Yeah.
Like, how nobody there called him on this and was like, obviously they're just nice and they're not looking to be confrontational, but this is such a whopper, dude. This is like, and I caught this fish. It was 50 pounds off the side of the boat. Yeah. You wouldn't believe it, but then it got slipped off the hook right before I got it in the ship.
We had a friend at high school, I'm sure you did too. The guy who'd be like, oh, at the party, I drank like 40 beers.
Yes.
And you're like, yeah,
no, you fucking didn't.
Fucking
I was
people,
just drinking with you last week and you were fucking passed out after 6, so shut the fuck up.
I had a friend who would tell people how much he drank, and we were with him, and we were like, why are you lying? We're like, we know you're lying. I had 10 shots.
Liars.
I think I got $160,000. So I got a big check.
This is crazy.
This was when I was 20.
That's not true. That's not true. This is YouTube. I believe this was before YouTube even could monetize on YouTube. What are you talking about? This was what, 2008, 2006? YouTube, you really couldn't monetize on it till about 2010. So no one's giving you, I'm sorry, no one's gonna give you $100,000 for a fucking channel. I'm sorry. No, that's not gonna happen.
What?
I don't know,
ahead,
22 years old, 23 years old.
Side note, it is
22?
impossible for Jeremy to sell that YouTube channel at the age of 22 or 23. With his year of birth being 1983, it would place the transaction into
DSP went under. Go after other lolcows.
What would you do if DSP went? Nothing. I would probably react. Well, you know, if he goes under, the content there will last for quite a while, and then of course you have some of his old shit that we can always replicate. Yeah, I don't know, maybe figure if there's another locale that piques my interest, I'll check out another locale. But if not, you know what, I do like most people, just move on, brother. Just move on. It's all good, man. This to me, this is, you know, this is all fun and games. This is my entertainment. DSP is my entertainment, and eventually, I know eventually it's gonna dry up, or I'm gonna get tired of it, or whatever, and it's all good, man. To me, it's all good, man. I'm enjoying myself now, and if that day ends, it'll be okay. I will look at my years in the DSP vortex with fond memories. It would be great. Literally trash. Thank you, brother, for the 2. I appreciate the momentum and the support.
2005 or 2006,
Yeah,
a year or
that's a
2
YouTube
before his
video.
channel was even.
Are you fucking kidding? This is his compulsive lying, man. Like, it's literally impossible, factually, for him to have sold it when he said.
Like,
okay?
I need
Let
that
alone,
money. I really do. I need that
let
money.
alone
Pay my bills.
for
I
160.
remember a
Yeah, I
case
think it's
where
full of
thieves
shit.
broke into a home and stole stuff including a laptop, found CP on it and took it to the police regardless. Crazy how thieves have a higher moral compass.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing too is that you don't want to be caught with that shit, because let's say if you're a thief and you steal a laptop and it has prawn on it or whatever, police are going to assume you put the prawn on it, you know what I mean? So yes, I mean, and still, man, I mean, there is a level of, like, I know some people say, well, crime is crime. I don't know. To me, there were worse crimes than other, you know, assaulting someone versus, you know, Minecrafting them, there's a difference, you know what I mean? And stealing versus having CP on, there's a difference, okay? You know, one deserves a little bit of jail time, and then the other one deserves to be thrown in the wood chipper. So, I don't give a shit who it is. I don't care if it's a relative. I don't care if it's a neighbor. No, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, you know, clean it up, get rid. No, I'm going to fucking call the cops, man. And people might call me a snitch or whatever. I don't give a shit, man, because I have kids, you know what I mean? So if a person's willing to do that nasty, trifling shit, you know what I mean? I don't trust them around my family or whatever. So no, to the wood chipper, brother, to the wood chipper. There are a couple things in my mind that I just don't tolerate, like abusive children, abusive women. Those are 2 things that if you commit that shit, you should get thrown on the wood. You should get thrown in the wood chipper, honestly. Or an elderly abuse. You abuse an elderly person, you should get thrown in the wood chipper. Fuck all that. Fuck that bullshit about a court case and therapy and communities. No. Fire up the wood chipper and just chuck them at that. Fire up the wood chipper and let the next of kin throw them in there. That's my view.
$1,000 in the early days of YouTube.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Nobody was buying
Cobain,
channels
thank you,
back
brother,
then
for
for
$10,
anything,
man. I appreciate
period,
it, brother.
because there was no money in YouTube back then.
I remember back when I was doing YouTube, people were like, you could get paid for that? Like, for a long time, no one believed you made money off of YouTube.
Created. Regardless, Jeremy's claim does seem to hold some merit, as early as
Yeah, I would straight up Fargo those motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I would replicate the movie Fargo and just chuck them in there.
2011, there were different hosts on the Be Your Own IT channel.
But for 12K subs, he sold it for $1,000. Max.
And back then, by the way, there were so many ways to exploit the system to get subscribership up.
Sub for sub and all that fucking shit. Yeah.
This Be Your Own IT drew from Jeremy's experience.
It was Eskimo Brothers.
100 miles per hour. Jeremy and Brandon began by uploading videos focusing on unboxing cars and tutorial videos on how to optimize or install components.
By the way, remember I mentioned at the very beginning, I watched the Fargo movie. It's a great movie. By the way, Fargo, the show, if you ever watch, has anyone watched the FX channel Fargo show? Awesome fucking show. Great show. It's one of the best shows. The one season with the guy that was in the Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, he was Bilbo Baggins. That one is fucking amazing. It also starred Billy Bob Thornton. Fucking amazing series. Great. If you can watch it, I would recommend you watch it. It's great. It's like 10 episodes. Amazing fucking show. And it has that Fargo feel of the movie. It's really good. The first season, yes, the first season is amazing. I didn't really watch the other seasons, but the first one was amazing. The first True Detective was the best one. Yes, I enjoyed the first one because of the chick. I forgot her name. She's beautiful. The beautiful blue eyes. That made it worth it. That made it worth the watch. No, it was good because that was the one with Woody Harrelson and the guy that played Batman. I forgot his name. Yeah, very good. It was a great show. All right, we saw that. All right, we got that. We're gonna now watch one more clip from yesterday's Kino Casino show. This one here. Let's go here, video. This one right here is the bull. That's right. The bull. Yes. Oh my lord. You talk about beautiful, man. Just beautiful woman. She's very beautiful, and she has beautiful eyes. The black hair, the eye, yeah, she's just beautiful. All right. No more, not simping. I'm not simping. Chris Rock was in it. There you go. Perfect. I don't remember. I was too busy looking at Alessandro.
I need that money. My bills.
Tom, thank you, brother, for the
444G Trump ruined economy. FPDFRR 44 pissed.
Alrighty, brother. Thank you for your input. I appreciate the $2. Maybe Duty will do a Duty Stream Politics show, and we could talk about it there, brother. But thank you, brother. I do appreciate the €2 very much. Yeah, euros are very nice. All right, so let's watch this video, and then we'll watch Paul's video that you provided, brother. I appreciate it. Too busy. I know, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm an old man. I'm 50 years old. I gotta, when you get older, man, you gotta keep the passions burning. You know what I mean? You gotta keep the passions burning. All right, let's watch Kino Casino reacts to the news that the bull, that's right, what's his name, Sanders, whatever his name is potentially blackmailing the quartering. That's right.
Oh,
let's go!
Down to the king there, Dark Side Phil.
What the hell? I thought this was the Lolcow podcast. I'm on the wrong show.
It's unbelievable. Yes,
that's the situation now. I want to show everybody something
before we
really,
watch the Joon doc. Yeah.
Before we get into the Joon documentary, we're going to do two quick segments. Okay. The first is going to be I want to believe. That's what this segment is called. I want to believe. I want to believe. I want to believe in the black oil virus and the bumblebees. I want to believe that Jeremy Hambley's bull is on Discord threatening to leak all sorts of images of Mr. Hambley and all of the text messages proving that Heather Hambley sucks his fucking cock, etc., etc.
It's true.
But there's no real actual proof that this is the case. Now I'm gonna tell you guys where this comes from. Okay. So this comes from an account on Reddit. So already, grain of salt, it comes from Reddit. But I will say this, in the defense of the source being Reddit, they are the world's leading experts on cuckoldry. Do you know? They're like the scientists of cuckoldry. So one of these accounts that had a long time history of posting in the cuckold Reddits, like our hot wives and our bulls and all this stuff, they went to the Kino Felted Reddit, which I guess is a thing that exists, and they dropped these Discord screnershots that allegedly show Adam Sellers spiraling in a Discord server, that Jeremy Hambley wasn't sweeping it up.
By the way, me and Pixar were just razzing PPP, okay? We were just razzing him, all right? Little razzing.
Good enough, and that he was getting flack and he was getting pressure in real life as a result of Jer not being able to sweep it up. And it kind of makes sense for Jeremy's motivation, But I'll just say this. We'll just say that this is like a work of creative fiction that may very well be close to the truth. But let's pull up this first image here to introduce this segment.
This one or
go back. I just want.
By the way, I love fan fiction. Fan fiction is really nice. I appreciate fan fiction.
I show people this.
Okay.
I want to believe. So here we have in these screenshots, Master Midwest 81, aka Adam Sellers. And he's here complaining to Blacker Lotus about Jeremy Hambley. Says, I'm getting sick of him. He needs to man up if he doesn't do something about this soon, I'm going to release everything. DMs, our pics. I have a life and don't need this doxing and swatting shit.
Wait, Ash. I think this is real. Look at the date.
I know, it all seems to line.
Oh, okay, I don't know if everyone knows, but I'll level set real quick. So this Adam Sanders guy is allegedly the reason why all this happened, because apparently the quartering, allegedly, let me just say like that, I don't want to get in trouble. Allegedly, the quartering is into some cuckery stuff, and he has, his wife and all that, they're into some really nasty shit, and this guy, Adam Sandler, the bull, yes, is apparently, involved with the quartering, and it seems like from all reports, the quartering likes to watch, you know what I mean? Like to watch, and when all this came out, apparently the bull got upset and reached out to the quartering and said he needs to shut this shit down right away. And that's when the quartering decided, all right, he had enough of Kino Casino and decided he had to shut this down. Okay? That's what happened. Duty with the different last names. Huh? Adam Sandler? What's his name? Oh, I'm sorry. Adam Sanders. Sanders. Yes, Sanders. Adam Sanders. Not the actor, not Sandler. Sanders, I believe. Let's just call him the bull, all right? Let's just call him the bull. And apparently he's very active in like this Reddit forum for cucks in the Midwest. And people have confirmed that this is the same guy that quartering is friends with, okay? So that's how the pieces are aligning. So apparently, this person here allegedly is the quartering's wife's bull. And he's upset, and he's ranting and raving. Adam Sellers, I'm sorry. Look, I told you guys, I had zero sleep. And I'm not good with names, trust me. I don't even remember my wife's full name. That's why I call her Hun all the time. I call her Babe or Hun. I never call her by her first name because I don't even remember her real first name. Okay? And I'll butcher it sometime. My wife has a bit of an exotic name. It's spelled a certain way, but it sounds different. That's why, just to not get in trouble, I call her Babe or Honey. So there you go. So I'm definitely gonna get the bull's name wrong. What is it? Is it Adam Sels? What is it? Is it Sanders? Or is it Sellers? That's right, G. Yeah, Jack, I do. I'm sorry. I admit it. Dude, I had 2 cups of coffee already. It's Sellers. Adam Sellers. Stop playing with me. I'm going to start banning you motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm tired, okay? Please keep it. All right, Sellers. Adam Sellers, the bull. Thank you. All right, I got it right. All right, yeah, I'm old, man. I'm sorry.
Line up. It all seems to line up, buddy.
April 17th was when was that exactly? That was like 2 weeks ago?
But Blacker Lotus goes, well, what would you have that you release? Like what? DMs and pics? And Master Midwest, nothing that makes me look bad. Me at my best. Her at her best. Whoa! She's very talented.
Yo!
But Black Lotus points out, well, that doesn't make sense, to be honest. If you don't want attention brought to you, then why would you release all of
Tom, thank you, brother, for the 2. Mom with son manga is the best. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you for the $2, man.
That. And he goes, yeah, I know. It just pisses me off. I feel like if I'm going to have to deal with all this,
well, he might. Remember, let's not forget that DSP decided to be friends with Ethan Ralph and Gayhole and Cypress Toothless when, the whole, when PPP snaked them in Kino Casino. Remember that? Remember that collab? He decided to do Smart Guys with those 3. So what's not to say that he doesn't join forces to felt Kino Casino? I can see that happening.
I may as well get credit for what I'm getting.
Yo! Oh my god!
Oh, buddy!
Oh.
So here he goes. He's like, and it would piss him off, which is a reward on its own. He's so dumb. No OPSEC. Heather wouldn't care either. He got me in this situation with his loose lips, which reminds me of some other pics I have.
Oh my!
Oh, buddy!
This guy goes,
I always thought he had a purty mouth, but really, I don't think you should. The thing with her still going on. And he goes, I never confirmed there was a thing, but if there was, then fuck yeah. Once they get a taste of me, they don't want to spit, only swallow.
Oh.
She swallows, allegedly, in this fictional account. And he goes, okay, that's pretty hot. And then we continue. Yeah, man, you might know one day. As far as she goes, I meant to say wouldn't care. Or let me put it this way. If it meant an end, then she would think it's worth it.
I believe it.
Holy. He says, so he's saying that this isn't really going on much anymore. He originally wanted to cut him out altogether and just have Heather join me and maybe bring Redacted over. Not sure who this could be. And that's actually what we usually did anyway. But Jeremy wanted to keep hanging out just as friends. It sounds like Jer. Sounds like cuckold Jer. Jokes aside, it's been a couple of months since we had a scene together, and it's been almost half a year since all three of us were together. But I do have...
Wait. That one word right there, scene, make me think, okay, usually people use scene when you're recording things, right? So are they like filming prawn? Like, is Jeremy sitting there in the corner with his phone recording? Like, I'm curious about that. I'm very curious.
Have pics and he knows that. I don't want to actually cause trouble because he's stuck with me in some hard times in the past, but I am pissed to have my name drug in the mud when it's something I frankly should be revered for.
I believe.
Whoa, I believe, buddy, even if those screenshots aren't real, I believe that something similar to that was going on behind the scenes. I allegedly 100% believe it's still real to me, damn it. Can you imagine if it actually was real and the Bulls blackmailing Jer into flagging all this shit down? I really could be. I would not be surprised at all.
It'd be like a no way.
Allegedly. All of this is allegedly.
Hey.
Okay. Now, moving along to the more concrete, the more tangible.
Hang on. One quick thing. Look at this. Some super chats here on Chrissy's show. We'll read them here.
Let's see here. What do they say here?
Shout out to Mel, family girl. I don't care if Johnny's into dudes. It's clear you got a type of girl, and I support it. Stand proud. Stand with the LGBT. Is Christian Bull free chat oranges? The Jubal found.
God. Buddy.
And that's the thing, is that will be forever. That
it's not
is
going away.
Forever. It's like whenever like Jarbo went into anyone's chat, it'd be like
or
Vito.
Vito's a pedo, etc.
It's like one of those things where it just never
Mel
ends.
isn't going to be able to do the panel grift anymore because any panel she goes into now is going to be completely contaminated with this shit. And these are the selfish actions that Jeremy Hambley decided to do. He did this to his own co-hosts, his own employees. He fucked them over like this. Yeah. Although it's Mel's fault at this point, she owns it now because she co-signed all of it and supported it. Yeah. So fuck her. Seriously.
No. Honestly, if she had said something like, I don't agree with what's happening and what he said to Josh Moon. I'm still Jeremy's friend, but what's happening is crazy. I'd be like, all right, you know?
Yeah, most people would.
But honestly, like, isn't it?
Most people would. I think that's the reason why most people really haven't attacked Hannah Claire yet, because Hannah Claire is, well, she's not on stream, but she is making content, and she's not talking about this. She's not bringing it up. She's not defending Jeremy. She's not calling Kino Casino. She's not saying that they're in the wrong or whatever. I mean, she's playing it the right way. And Melanie should have did the same exact thing. She should have just said, "Look, I'm not involved. And give your personal thoughts on it and just move on." And I think most people would have said, "Well, all right, we get it. You know, he's paying you, so you just can't outright shit on your boss. We get that," and you would kind of get a pass. But Melanie decided, no, she had to make sure that that paycheck kept coming. And she decided to do what she did, and wrong decision, brother. Wrong decision.
Isn't it crazy that Mel and Hannah can't just make a statement disavowing his gay actions and then just move on and keep working?
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
Jeremy is so thin-skinned that he has to demand that they agree with him on every single thing he does and co-sign everything he does and cheerleads everything that he does, or else they'll be fired, right?
They're talking
can't
about
be there's a professional disagreement. Are they? Well, let's go there for a second.
Hang on.
they're actually addressing it? Are they going to justify it and say that it was a good thing, or are they going with there's no real hard proof in 4K?
You have to disavow this. You have
Mel
to disavow
looks
that. And
haggard.
it's like, look,
You should.
he hasn't disavowed me for eating radioactive shrimp. So I
It's a
will
little
disavow him
different.
for playing
The
video
only
games that
person-
don't have puzzles.
The only
like,
person you are
bitch.
hurting is
That's
yourself.
not-
It's not.
hang on.
It's not
I'm gonna
about
add
video
Chrissy
game
Ma-
puzzles.
I'm
This
adding
is
Chrissy
actually.
Mayer.
it's-
And again, I don't think anyone was calling for Mel to shit on Jeremy. I think if she would have taken the tack she initially took of not saying anything, she would have been fine. Just like Hannah Claire, she would have been fine. But she decided to insert herself in this fight, and now she's gonna get blowback. And just like that Chrissy chick, she got involved in it, decided to let Melanie Mac run her mouth and not push back. Now she's getting fucking shit for it.
Actually crazy though to pretend that it's about him being bad at video games and him not deplatforming channels, and then Chrissy's gonna let her get away with that with no follow-up whatsoever. Just total softball shit. Really, Chrissy?
No,
really?
Where's her fucking hang on.
That's such a
what the
crazy
fuck's her-
fucking
this is
straw
bullshit.
man.
This is fucking bullshit.
Let's go back over there.
It's not about video
do I
games.
think it's insane?
Let's
He's
listen
playing
to a
these-
little
he
bit
won't
more
play
of this.
games with puzzles. It's like
No, he flagged us down.
None of their business. So yeah.
Well, it's literally
I
our
also would
business.
Say, man,
Go ahead,
I
Chrissy.
have been. We all like get shit or get comments on. There's even people.
Not
my
like
gosh,
this.
ever since I started becoming friends with you, Melanie, who are like, who maybe they can't get to you for some reason or can't message you. You got to tell. I have a message for Melanie Mac. Like I'll be doing a stream, your name doesn't even come up. I have people being like, you need to tell Melanie Mac this, or you need to answer. Why does she think
Everyone's
say
so
this? Or
low
why,
IQ.
why can't you get this?
It's so low vibrational. Like it's just actual garbage.
Bullshit. Chrissy Mayer, I'm gonna do a post here.
And again, I don't know how many times I have to say this, but I think everyone understands. 95% of the internet understands her situation. They know, they understand that that's her boss, and she has to be careful with what she says. Everyone gets that, all right? I think what Hannah's doing is perfectly fine. And you notice no one's shitting on Hannah, but Melanie decided to insert foot, and now she's getting shit about it. And the thing too is like Melanie, when this happens to Melanie, she doesn't handle this shit well. Like she acts like the quartering. Like she started disabling her comments. By the way, some people think she got demonetized. It looks like what ended up happening was YouTube may have told her, hey, you need to get rid of your shit or we're going to demonetize you. She deleted all of her old videos, and I think she's okay. She has her, like, she still has her monetization. If you go to her channel, she still has memberships and stuff like that. So I don't think she got demonetized, but and it's just gonna be this constant shit that's just gonna hit her, and she's gonna get to a point where once the quartering just is done, where he can't afford to keep paying her or whatever, she's not gonna be able to bounce and go somewhere else and do something. You know what I mean? Like, she's not gonna be able to bounce back. While if Hannah continues doing what she's doing, I think she'll be fine. I think Hannah's just there for a paycheck, pretty much. And as soon as something else comes up, she'll just fucking bounce. She'll just be like, yeah, I'm out. Like, isn't she pregnant? Some people said she's pregnant, right? We could see her leaving from maternity leave early and just never coming the fuck back. We could see that happening soon. So if she is pregnant, Hannah seems fine. Yeah, I don't know much about Hannah. She seems like a reasonable person. I remember her when she was on the Tim Pool podcast, and she seemed fine. You know what I mean? I got no beef with or angst with her, But I think she's doing it properly. I get it. She doesn't want to fucking shit on her boss because she doesn't want to get fired. I get it. 2084, thank you, brother, for the 5 gifted member bomb. Thank you, sir. Thank you. By the way, Paul, I mailed your mug. I mailed your mug, brother. A money creature. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, we got a little bit more to go, and then we're going to watch a video from Paul. Yeah, I don't know who her husband is. Is she? I'm assuming she's married, so I don't know what her husband does. I think it's mighty expensive. I think she already has a younger kid. Doesn't she have her kid is young, right? Like, she recently just had that kid not too long ago. So, she may decide to be an at-home stay mom. Who the fuck knows?
She.
Estoy bien.
She.
No, that's Melanie's husband. Hannah's husband, I don't know what he does. I'm talking about Hannah, not Melanie.
What she what am I gonna say? Backed up quartering, getting us banned. It's not about playing games. What the fuck?
He's
and everyone
gay.
retweet and at fucking.
He's a furry.
And I have to hear the thing about us
honestly,
being
what's
flat.
crazy though with Chrissy is that she should see the way the wind is blowing, and I'm surprised she hasn't, and just throw Mel under the fucking bus and start pressing her right now.
Yeah,
if she was to do that,
bullshit.
she would make way
Sid,
more money.
I've been live for 2 hours, brother. 2 hours. So we covered DSP trying to grift off of the quartering Kino drama, and then we started watching Kino's reaction to the quarterings documentary.
On this show and end up
about money. It's about not saying.
Okay, let me say this too. In his defense, those posts were from many years ago, and my understanding from what I heard was that yes, he was in that community. He dabbled in some crazy shit. I don't know if he believed it or if it was kind of like, this is the community and I need to embrace what the people in the community think. But apparently, from what I gather, he's now a Christian, and you know, he changed his ways in his life or whatever. That's how apparently him and Melanie Mac met, where you know, they both had that in common. So I don't know. Take it for what that's worth. I mean, some people can change. I mean, they can. As you grow older, maybe, you know, you realize the shit you did in the past is not cool. I don't know, but in his defense,
positive support. Shit. Well, she doesn't give a fuck about that. She says retarded shit all the time. She's dumb as fuck. Let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah. Retweet this here. I have the link
even
there.
From
and
a position of self-interest, from a position of pure self-interest, what she is doing is very, very dumb. And now she's putting herself on this controversy. She's inserted herself into it, and she's decided.
Well, and again, I'm trying to be fair. He's still doing cosplay, and he's gotten a lot of shit from that community. Basically, people are shitting all over him because he did marry Melanie Mac, and they see Melanie Mac as the antithesis of what they believe and stuff like that. So, I mean, and he kind of owned it. He said, look, I married her, you know, she's my wife, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm going to be in the cosplay community, and if you don't like it, tough shit. So, I don't know.
To sweep for Jeremy. Why would you do that? Like, what's wrong with you? Seriously. No, it's like a mental malfunction.
But look, if you hate us and you back getting banned and you're like open about it, okay. Well, you're.
So you don't think you could pray the gay away? Is that what you're saying? You can't pray the gay away?
It's like why you could respect Hassan more because he's openly a fucking piece of shit.
Honest, where it's like, okay, I'm in favor. They're in favor of censorship, and this is harassment, and it's not free speech, and it has to stop, et cetera, right? But it's this disingenuous where it's like, I don't even know why people are upset. What? Because he can't complete puzzles in video games? And it's like, you're just insulting everybody's intelligence, you know? You're relying on that you can gatekeep this and that your audience can be siloed away from the truth. But everybody is covering this. I'm sorry, there's audience overlap with all of these people, and they're not going to be ignorant forever. And when they do learn the truth, they're going to realize you fucking lied to them, and then the trust is going to be broken, and they're going to be pissed off. It's just very, very dumb. And Chrissy went through this once before with Reack, and she swept for him then too, right? Until it became too much to ignore. And then she went over to the winning side. And it's like, how can you not see what the winning side is right now? How can you just throw in with these losers that are going to continue to lose?
Well, okay. I kind of disagree with you here, PPP. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds like Phil here. You know, put your finger up to see where the wind is blowing, and then take that opinion. If you feel a certain way, that's fine. I think, honestly, if you think that the quartering is right and Kino Casino is wrong, you should admit that. You should be able to be open and say, stand with what you believe. I respect someone who's honest with what they believe, not just jumping in on the other side because that's the popular opinion. I don't agree there, PPP. I mean, you make it sound like, well, people should be smart enough to know where the wind is blowing, and you should take that position. I mean, if you want to be like that, just don't say shit. You know what I mean? Like, I know people that don't like Kino Casino whatsoever. And they haven't said a goddamn thing about the quartering or Kino Casino. They're not getting them involved. And when people ask them, they're like, oh yeah, I haven't been following it. And that could just be that they just don't give a shit, or they don't like Kino Casino and they're glad that they're getting the shit that they're getting. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways of doing it. But this whole nonsense of, you should check to see where the wind is blowing and then base your... No, I don't agree with that. You know, if there are people out there that think the quartering is right, they should be able to come out and say, yeah, I think the quartering is right. I agree with the quartering. Now, whatever shit they get from that, then, they have to own it. But I'll respect that person. I'll respect that person more than someone that's just a grifter and just, just going where the wind is blowing. Nah, fuck that.
Like, it's actually a crazy decision.
In what world does a guy play one game on one stream and it sucks and thousands of people are in your chat and your Twitter spamming you? In what world? It's like, oh, about the games and this. It's about flagging people and deplatforming, which apparently Mel's against.
Her whole grift, too, for both of these women is that they're canceled truth tellers, canceled comedian, I'm under attack, like I'm being censored, blah, blah, blah.
The channel's being
and
attacked.
then you're going to be pro-censorship because this poop pants pays Mel's bills? Like, fuck Mel and fuck her bills. Like, figure it out. It's just crazy. Anyway, it's not like it...
Or just say nothing. Just fucking say nothing. You could take that tack of not saying nothing. You don't have to give your take on every fucking issue. You don't really have to. If you don't want to get involved, that's fine. I'm okay with people not wanting to get involved. It's your right to not get involved. This nonsense about, no, you should speak up, I don't agree with that. If you don't want to get involved in some bullshit, some nonsense, you don't need to feel pressured to be involved in anything. I don't agree with that. And because that, again, that's bullying people into your side and agreeing with you. I don't like that either. Okay, so again, I respect someone who's open and honest, even though I disagree with them or think their opinion is shit. I respect them way more than someone who someone who's just with the finger in the air, or a grifter like DSP. You know what I mean? And again, I think I've said it plenty. DSP pisses me off, not because he's a scumbag, not because he's a grifter. He pisses me off because he's a liar, He's a liar. There are plenty of fucking grifters. There's plenty of people. Look at Steel Toe, what's his name? Steel Toe Boot. I think Steel Toe Boot is probably a bigger fucking grifter than DSP, and a bigger e-beggar. But he knows who he is, and he doesn't lie about it. He I guess he owns it. So, at least I can't say he's a liar or deceiver. He's just a scumbag, which is fine. You know what I mean? I don't know. All right, I think this is done. Let's see what else they
really
say.
matters anyway, because it's not like anyone is actually truly swayed by anything that Chrissy Mayer or Melanie Mack have ever had to say ever.
Well, it's the
they
fact
have
that she
no
could
actual
say it
influence
and feel safe in there and go like that. You could like safely lie about like getting us deplatformed. Like, fuck you. We're gonna attack you for that. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Pig Monster has a good post here on Kick. He says more people should realize you don't have to have an opinion about everything. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm going through this thing right now on Twitter where there's a certain person that they're getting attacked. They are getting attacked, and the lies that they're spreading about this person, it's just lies. It's bullshit. But again, I'm of the mindset of you pick your battles. You know what I mean? Just because someone on the internet is saying something, some shit about you that's not true, is it worth the time and effort to deal with everyone, to deal with those people? I'm of the mindset that I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. I'm not worried about some fucking troll, because that's what they are. A lot of people that shit on you and lie about you, they're just fucking trolls trying to aggravate you and get you triggered because they think, you know what I mean? I just don't give a fuck. I ignore or I just mute those people. I just fucking mute those people because, again, you'll be fighting with everyone. If I responded to everyone that says something negative about me in my chat, in my Twitter, in my DM, whatever, bro, that's all I would be doing, would be reacting to people shitting on me. I just fucking ignore them, man. Occasionally I will respond, you know what I mean? I will respond and kind of defend myself, but if I get the sense that, this person's an honest broker, they just want to shit on me and troll me, just fucking ignore them. And the discussion I've had with this person is that they feel like, well, they feel like, well, no, you should say something, you know what I mean? Because the principle, and I get that. But again, you're going to be fighting with everyone all the fucking time, and people that see that they can get under your skin, they're just going to keep at it. And then what happens is people that follow them will jump in and do the same. And it's just like, okay, it just becomes, and then it then doesn't become what they're saying. The issue then becomes your reaction. Oh, you can't take someone criticizing you. You're worse than DSP. You just don't bother. You're just like, all right, whatever. I know most of you guys chang out in Raw Phil. I get shit on in Raw Phil all the fucking time by a bunch of people. I don't interact. I say, hey, what's up? Just ignore them and move on. You know what I mean? Because I know they want me to get triggered so that they can say, oh, Duty's just as bad as DSP. To push some fucking narrative. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I agree. You don't always have to have an opinion. Just keep it to yourself and keep it pushing. You can't fight every battle, man. And while I sympathize and I agree, I can offer advice and just say, is it worth the stress and the annoyance that you're putting yourself through over what? Yeah, Raw. Yeah, they be razzing. I don't really care, man. It's all good, man. It's all fine and dandy, brother. It's all good. It doesn't bother me. Occasionally, there's a couple people that do get under my skin, but I don't respond. I just mute them. The mute button's a beautiful feature where you don't have to see anything they say, and you just push it. You keep it pushing. You keep it pushing, brother. All right. Okay, I think we covered that one. Let's watch Paul's video. Shout out Paul. Big ups Paul, brother. Paul posted a video here. He wanted me to play it. Let me pull it up. 1 second. Copy. Okay. Do me a favor, Paul. Where is it? I think you mentioned it. You mentioned where it's at. Where is it specifically, brother? What minute you want me to see? I can watch the whole thing. It doesn't bother me. Let's watch the whole thing. We can watch the whole thing. I'll speed it up. We'll watch the whole thing. But if there's a specific timestamp you want me to watch, I can move up to that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the doubling down thing is great. All she had to do is apologize. Well, here's the thing. As somebody who is, dealing with online psychos right now, unfortunately, apologizing actually won't make them stop. They don't want an apology. They want control over your life. They want to feel like, the fact of the matter is they have no real power in their own lives. And so they want to feel like they can control something, control someone else.
Actually, I don't really think that's true. I mean, now I think it's gotten to a point where it doesn't matter. But I think if you came out and you own what you did and you apologize, I think in some eyes, that would be a positive step forward. It would. And I think maybe you probably won't get as much hate as you're getting right now. But again, you're not willing to take ownership of what you did. You're not. And it's not just an apology of, I'm sorry. I think it's more of a, yeah, I just admit to it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, they got under my skin. Yeah, it was hurting my family. I was getting pressure. Whatever. I was an alcoholic. Whatever the fucking excuse is. And admit to it and apologize and maybe say, take ownership of it. And maybe say, I'm going to do everything I can to rectify. And I get it. I know that all of the channels and videos that got struck down or whatever, I don't think all of them were him. I think he's had a hand in a bunch of them. But I think it was just his minions, the fucking the leeches that hang around him. You know what I mean? That started a flagging campaign. I think they are the bulk of it. You know what I mean? I would say something like, look, I'm going to tell people to stop the bullshit, stop reporting people, stop flagging people. I will do what I can to get their channel back. And then maybe take a fucking break, man. Just log off for a month. I don't know. Go to fucking spa. Go to fucking rehab, whatever. And then come back and try to start anew. I don't know what to tell you.
There is, like, the truth of it is she never should have apologized because she meant what she said anyway. Right? Terminally online weirdos will not leave you alone if you apologize. They'll say, "Oh, just apologize, just apologize. All I want is an apology."
You think it's water temple?
They won't leave you alone. How long have these psychopaths been like ruining a guy's life like Dark Side Phil? Some poor guy who streams to like a couple hundred people, and like they have ruined his life. How many times do you think they
ruin his life? The man makes $120,000 playing video games while he begs. What ruining his life is? What, making fun of him that he jerked off on stream, trolling him in his chat? What are you talking about? Again, this is pretty pathetic. What he's trying to do is he's trying to find allies in the space. And being that no one has allies, that no one wants to be his ally for the most part, this is what he's doing here. Trust me, pretty soon we're going to get the whole, oh, Review Tech USA was, his business and his life was ruined because of these trolls or whatever. Anyone that's been felted by Kino Casino, he's going to try to suck up to them and try to rally them. What does Kino Casino say? They're trying to form Feltron or whatever. They're trying to form Feltron to attack the Kino Casino.
told him, "Oh, you should just apologize"? Like,
yeah, that's another thing. I'm so sick and tired of these fucking terminally online people talking shit about people being terminally online. Bro, you make like 82 videos a fucking day. All right, you stream your podcast pretty much every single fucking day. You're the epitome. Oh, let's not forget your fucking Twitter, okay? You are the epitome of someone who's terminally online. Just like DSP, who's terminally online. He streams for 10 hours a day, and then he's fucking drunk tweeting at 3 o'clock in the morning, random men in their DMs. You motherfuckers are the people that are online perpetually, okay? And you notice a pattern, these people have 0 kids. None of them have kids. You notice that, right? None of them have fucking kids. None of them have kids. And they want to be the ones that talk about terminally online. These are the same people that never go anywhere. Stay home all fucking day long. Apparently, the only place he goes to is his RC racetrack and a bar, some dive bar where he likes to play darts. That's his life. But yet he wants to talk about everyone else being terminally online. All right, just like Dark Side Phil, the same fucking guy.
This woman should not have apologized. She should have just went online and doubled down, because that's what she did anyway. Yes, the goalposts keep moving. That's exactly right. Oh, you apologized? Well, but you didn't apologize how I liked it. You didn't apologize for this thing. Well, you apologized, but I don't think you meant it. You don't give these losers any control over your life. They think that they have control, right? They think that you're mad. They think, ooh, I got a couple dislikes on the video. That's going to epically destroy him. Doesn't matter. Dislikes on a Rumble video don't matter. It's not making it rank any less. It's pointless.
But what it does is that it fucks up your engagement in your chat, because it does matter. Because the more downvotes someone gets in the Rumble chat, the less you see that person's chat. So anyone that's trying to be positive in your chat, your longtime viewers, they're getting downvoted, and many of them are getting tired of this bullshit, and many of them are just going to leave. So have you noticed he used to stream to what, 30, 40,000 people, he claimed, and he can barely crack 3,000 viewers now. I wonder why. One, he's either botting, or if those numbers are accurate, they just don't want to deal with the nonsense. They don't want to get identified or swatted or doxxed, and they just don't want to get harassed. Like, who goes to a fucking streamer to watch them stream about something and get harassed? Like, that's not fun. That's not enjoyable. That's a main reason to why DSP, he's the reason mostly why no one watches his content. But there is a big community who just avoids DSP because they don't want to be lumped in as a DSP supporter and get harassed. It's true. But he's still in the cope phase, folks. He's still in the cope phase.
So you just laugh at these retards. That's how you deal with them. They really, really, really want to think they matter, but they don't. Oh, look at it. He addressed us. Oh, just a crumb of attention. That's all I wanted. I waited 2 hours for a crumb of attention. I mean, dude, how pathetic are you?
And again, Jeremy, the advice I think I gave you at the very beginning was, you have several options. One, you can ignore it, which is the best option, because what did they say? Don't feed the fucking trolls. You refuse to do that. The second option is just pack the fuck up and go get a real job. That's a second option. Or the third option is just go to war. Go to war, knock yourself out. You decided option 3 was your best bet for whatever reason. So now this is the outcome. This is what's happening. And if you really think that this is an impact in you, you're fucking delusional. You got people sniffing all around your fucking coffee company, reporting you to the FDA, Amazon, Walmart, whoever. You got people sniffing around your fucking channel, your analytics. You got people harassing your supporters. That's not a good place to be, man. And if you think it is, talk to DSP or talk to Review Tech USA and ask them how that worked out for them. Review Tech USA basically deleted a million sub channel that was bringing him roughly $15,000 or $20,000 a month, just doing tech news and video game news. Literally, that's what he was doing, pumping out one video a day and a few shorts, and was bringing in $20,000 to $30,000 just doing that every month. And he couldn't deal with Kino Casino and the criticism, and he ended up deleting that fucking channel and regrets it now. Now regrets it. He tells you, there's a video out there where he specifically says he regrets that. And of course he claims, you know, oh, I was in a bad space, depression, all this shit.
2 hours you wait. 2 hours you wait for a crumb of attention. Like, what are you doing in your life? Go on. Like, go do something. Like, fucking go do something with your life.
The DSP
You have no effect on my viewership. You have no effect on the...
what I mean, oh, Tash Duffy, you missed a lot, brother. Oh, sister, you missed a lot. You missed a lot. You're gonna have to rewind. It's a pretty good podcast, I have to admit. I love this too. I love this fucking cope. Jeremy, Review Tech, all these DSP, they all have the same. What's up, Ramon? They all have the same cope. If you don't like it, leave. You don't have to watch my content. Yeah, way to fucking go, Phil. Way to go, quartering. Way to go. Yell at people watching your content, even if they're detractors. They're still watching your content. They're still engaging. They're still you know what I mean? Like, YouTube doesn't know that the person in your chat is a troll or a supporter. They just see it as a number, and they see it as, okay, you got engagement. Way to go, man. I love when they cope and seethe and tell people, don't watch my content, leave. Yeah, that's a great strategy. You're an online content creator and you're telling people to leave, don't watch my content. That's very smart.
Money I make. In fact, you make me more money. You have no effect on the videos I do or any of this stuff. Like, it is so weird. Like,
oh, Jeremy for sure, yeah.
You don't matter.
He definitely
It is sad. Your existence is pointless. The fact that you stay and watch means I get paid money when I do ad reads. You understand that, right? I make more money when you're here. It's so weird.
The infinite cope.
I just want.
You make me
That's
money.
the problem.
You make me money. Okay, if they make you money, why are you complaining about it? Why are you bitching about it? It's like DSP when he complains about troll tips. Why are you complaining about troll tips? Just say thank you and be on your fucking way. If someone in the chat right now wanted to give me a troll tip and say something, I'd be like, oh, cool, thank you, I appreciate that, and just move on with my very fucking way. I wouldn't be screaming and yelling and talking about how you have no impact in my life. Yeah, exactly distorted. Why are you banning hundreds of people every fucking
Yeah,
stream?
hate watching a show is weird. Doing it like once in a while, I think is fine. Like, I think everyone can indulge in that.
Yeah.
But like, dude.
Yeah, a little bit of alcohol is okay. A little bit of crack cocaine is okay. A little bit of meth is okay. A little fentanyl is all right.
We're weeks in. And you're still here? Like, Jesus, dude. Go out and touch grass. Like, it is so weird.
And again, I think he's responding to one person in his chat.
But anyway. Got another topic here. It's like people like, he's wearing makeup. That's how pathetic they've gotten. I'm not wearing, you know why I have dark under my eyes? It's because it's called, Google what is a shadow. Look, like, here. Okay? there's no, like, these people are so weird.
He's reacting.
Like, look how dark his eyes are. It's because I'm wearing a ball cap inside. Like, you understand how shadows work, right? It's so weird.
No.
Like, I literally saw one of these retards tweet that I'm wearing makeup on my eyes because I'm totally affected by this. Like, what? Like, what? He's worried about the Dark Circles comments we make. Oh, he's wearing makeup. Reality, fact check. No, nobody cares. Bet you won't take your hat off. I've taken my hat off before. What are you talking about?
He is. And all that does when you react to tweets like that, messages, all that does is just derail what you want to get out there. And people look at that and they say, why is he spiraling? Like, they don't understand, why is this guy spiraling? And he looks insane. He really does. He looks insane. That's why when DSP, when he gets tips, troll tips, and he starts spiraling out and no one knows what the troll tip is, and he's just sitting there spiraling, it's like everyone's like, what the fuck's wrong with him? Did his wife just come in and say that she's getting banged or something? Like why is he so fucking triggered? Yeah.
It'd be fine if you were, Clark? But they want to. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. You go to like anywhere like the Blaze or any of these, like, they want to put makeup on you. Even when I was on Crowder, they're like, you want to put powder on your face or something like that? I'm like, no. They're like, well, you won't look so shiny on camera. I'm like, what? No. And then I did look shiny on camera. So I should have probably taken the powder. When I went to the Blaze, they're like, you go to hair and makeup before you go on any one of their shows. Like, hair and makeup?
Yeah,
like, I'm good.
We talked about Melanie.
Like,
paper.
I'm a 43-year-old married man. You think I give a shit? Like,
I'm telling you, what is it, man? Review Tech USA, I believe, is 43. Jeremy's 43. DSP is 44. Wings of Redemption, I think, is 40, man. What is it with these locales, brother? Really, what is it?
Where did you get that hat?
What are the oranges for?
Amazon, I think. Amazon, I believe. I don't know if Crowder wears makeup.
And again, folks, again, this man spiraled out of fucking control because he used to be what, a 50 million sub channel, a 50 million views a month channel, to barely cracking like 10 million, and that 10 million, most of it is shorts, right?
Shut the fuck up.
But even that, 10 million
either subscribe,
fucking
donate,
subs, 10 million
out.
views a month is a nice chunk of change from YouTube. On top of the money that he gets from fucking Rumble for streaming on Rumble, the ad revenue and all that shit, all of his grifts, the man is making bank. He is. You can't dismiss that. I don't know how much bank he's making now, but he is making bank. But the problem is this fucking dude has a spending problem. He's involved in everything. He just loves wasting fucking money. That's Jordy's voice. It is either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. Yes, that's my... When people subscribe, you hear that soundbite. He's making bank. He's making bank. But, you know, there's a downturn in the view economy, and he just crashes out. He crashes out and goes insane. And I think that's where this is coming from. I think he's super paranoid that his grifts aren't working out. You know, his grifts aren't working out. The coffee grift, not working out. The YouTube grift, not working out. Rumble apparently isn't going to re-up his contract. So what is he going to do then? He's going to go... He tried Kick. He had 6 people watching him on Kick. He deleted everything and moved away from Kick because nobody wanted to watch him on Kick. What's left? Twitter? Twitch? Is he going to stream on Twitch? I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. I really don't know. Alrighty, folks. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to cut it short here, guys. Thank you again for all the love and support. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And by the way, big ups to Kick, man. I do appreciate Kick coming out. I am trying to start the stream back up on Kick. You know, I will be streaming, dual streaming. I shouldn't have any more issues going forward. Before we go, I want to tell you guys, make sure to go out and touch grass so that the quartering doesn't say, you know, you need to go touch grass. And I will be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to start my stream tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We are going to be going over the DSP React to the Quarterings documentary tomorrow. So let's hear what he has to say. It's going to be utter trash.
Either subscribe,
but
donate.
It'll be good content. Joris, thank you for subbing, brother. I appreciate that. It'll be good content. We'll check it out. I'm actually going to go right now. I'm going to go take a nap so that I'll be up tonight to watch. Because tonight we have Kino Casino again, and we have DSP. My focus will be DSP, but I'll probably check into the Kino Casino. I think they're going to finish reacting to the documentary, and then they have some other shit they have to do. So Yeah, I'm sleepy. He's sleepy. That's right. Whew. All right, guys. Anything before we leave? And before we leave, of course, we always leave on a high note. We leave on a funny note. And we listen to some music, of course. Gotta love the music. We listen to your favorite song. Thank you for subbing.
Either subscribe, donate,
thank you, Big
or
Mac.
Get the fuck out.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you subbing. All right. Okay. No one to say anything? No one else? Alrighty, folks. Thank you. I appreciate all the love and support. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 o'clock. It should be a lot of fun.
You guys like pizza?
Peace out. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. No. We can't be doing. Oh, wait a minute. Before we start this, hold on. Before we start this, sorry. You guys did get your bubbles. That's right. Bubble time. Let's bubble time. Hold on a second. Bubbles. Thank you guys for the 100 likes. I appreciate that. Where's my animation? Ah, there it is. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Bubble blows. That's right. Bubble blows for 100 likes. Yes. Everybody say yes. The bubble. There you go. Everyone like the bubbles. Yes. Are you afraid to show it? Yes, I am. I'm very afraid, brother. All right. Thank you again, brother. I appreciate all the love and support. How's the thing popping up? All right. Let's put the birds away. It's time for the birds to go away. Go away, birds. All right. Now we're gonna play your favorite song, my favorite song. Let's get into it.
You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Bacon and dollars, roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Pizza pie, delicious. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Bacon and dollars, roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Delicious, pizza pie. Pizza pie, pizza pie. Mamma mia, make it a pizza pie. Pizza pie, Felipe, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens, mozzarella, and delicious. Bacon and dollars, roll it out the toss in the air. Pizza pie, make it a pizza pie. Greasy shit, pizza pie. Felipe, pizza pie. Cheese, pizza pie. Delicious, pizza pie. Weird sauce, pizza pie. Crazy meat, pizza pie. Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.